Oh, good.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Ikezi Talk Sports. And I'm here, your host, Ikezi, with my co-hosts,
Drunk host.
drunkard hosts, drunkard co-hosts.
You can catch me with a cup of my at any time of the day.
Anyways, here I have Boale, as always, and Suksin.
You know, it's kind of funny that people call me Boale these days. I'm like, oh wow, he come Boale. Oh my god, I feel so good.
You know Boale, yeah, Boale.
Yeah, because like I'm used to Debo. Like, say, oh Boale, like, okay, I'll take.
Or maybe
that.
we should start calling you Debo.
No, I like Boale. Boale is cool. I think it's sexy.
Yeah, he's a Barcelona fan, and as we all know, we're about to cook the hell out of him.
Cook the hell out of
on this episode. You know, for obvious reasons. Now, what are you talking about? For obvious reasons.
We're gonna find out.
And then Suksin, who I don't know. There's really nothing to say about Manchester United.
24 days. 24
days.
24 days.
We are
24,
coming next season.
There's really nothing to say about Manchester United.
24 days. Okay, you know, I'm going to say something, right? All this one say you are coming. I saw my fans say, oh my God, like, is this the same championship we're going to play next season? Like,
how will we survive?
They saw the Real Madrid Bayern game and I was like, is this the same people we're going to play?
with Mbeumo and Ahmad.
Do you understand? Panic button. They don't press panic button, bro. Like, guy, they don't fear already. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Oh, yeah.
You
Are you not
faith.
scared?
No.
So you're not scared?
Bro, you're scared,
Scared
like
of
mad.
what?
You're scared
Scared
like
of
mad.
Why?
Why would you be scared?
Why should I be
You
scared?
see a Bayern in front of you. You see a Madrid in front of you. You see PSG in front of you. Bro, you will piss your pants.
Do you understand how
Piss your pants,
do you
bro.
understand how fear works? I don't have any expectations, so what would I be scared
Oh,
of?
dog. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Imagine how the mighty are falling. Imagine
I
the
beg,
Manchester
I
United
beg.
fans saying they
There's
don't
no-
have expectation
there's no way
in the
you-
Champions League.
When that is your expectation this season, I will be there. I
Okay.
will be there.
Anyways, let's kick off by first talking about the just concluded quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Damn, man.
Whew.
It's a sad one for me.
It's not. How is it sad? Arsenal is in the semi-final,
No,
bro.
for me, it's
oh, for
actually
you, yeah.
It's sad, and the only thing I would say is, as a Barcelona fan, yeah, like, I think like we need to actually look inwards, genuinely. I don't want us to say, oh, they did this, oh, this, that. Like, bro, we've seen some repeated patterns over the years.
But that's not what your CEO or whatever that, because they're all about. You guys lost that time because of
This
the
is
refereeing
my
decision.
problem with my team.
They're not taking accountability or ownership
this is
of
the
their
problem I have
own
with
shortcomings.
this is the problem I have with Barcelona. Like, see, we are sport kids. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, yes, you
We're
are.
all sport. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Barcelona, the fans, the institution, we're sports. It's like we're like so bougie. Like, we have our style of this thing. Oh my god, like so cute. Like, no, bro. Like, it's weird. Sometimes just take the game by just
Scruff of the neck.
yeah. Like, you can't.
I don't think so. So here's the thing, and I think this is common knowledge, right? To even Barcelona fans and non-Barcelona fans. I think you guys took the game by the scruff of the neck. You guys wait now.
Okay,
Within
I'll
the
tell
first 20 minutes,
Yeah,
you have
like,
scored your
the
2
intensity
goals.
was crazy.
It was crazy, right?
Yes.
So that tells me that you guys were really serious. I think the greatest undoing, Barcelona's greatest undoing so far, which has cost you guys in the last 2 Champions League, is your Highland.
Yes, I get.
And your lack of ability to actually try to defend, like try to see out a
It's still
game.
the same thing I'm talking about. I'm just saying I'm talking about. It's
So,
the same
yeah,
thing.
no, because you're
if
saying-
if you look at it over the years, Liverpool, AS Roma, Inter, bro, same thing.
So wait, I get what you're trying to say, but I also think that there's a difference because you're talking about different eras.
Yes.
So during the Liverpool, AS Roma, era, it was the
The lack of
Messi and co. And I think in that era, it was probably a case of overconfidence. You guys were not.
It was not about confidence, it was
you
also
guys-
lack of intensity.
Was
We're
it lack
very
of
soft.
intensity?
We're extremely soft.
I think so because I
Especially
remember
in
vividly.
Anfield?
Exactly in Anfield.
Bro, we're very lethargic. Like,
So-
the energy from Liverpool players was like, bro, we're just like,
I think so. I get what you're trying to say, but if you really think about it, lack of intensity and being overconfident, it goes hand in hand. Because if you feel like, oh, this tie is beneath you, or you feel like you feel like you don't need to do much to win the game, that is overconfidence, and it will show in your intensity, right? Because I watched that game, Suarez, Messi, they were missing
everybody-
chances that they should have easily put
like,
away.
True.
Yeah,
true,
so
true.
I mean, so that era it was different.
But yeah,
It was
this time
different.
around, I know, like,
they
the
had
highlight-
won a lot. They had won the Champions League together, so it was like, okay, we've been here before, we've done that. It's going to be easy, and that's what cost you guys then. But now it's a young squad. They are hungry for the Champions League. They've not won the Champions League, but I think that the tactics of Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
It has been the greatest undoing of Barcelona so far. That island, the goals they score against you guys are too identical.
I know. No. It's not like the goals they score against us are identical. It's like literally every goal they score against us is
You know what?
the
You know what?
same.
The
It's the
irony
same.
is?
It's the same thing.
You know what? You know what the irony is?
Three
The
passes.
game that Barcelona
have
are about
unlocked
to
our
play
defense.
this weekend, you can already predict how the team will score, and that's wild. You already know how. I don't know who you guys are playing, but you already know.
It's
that-
always going to be a crossing.
so a passing behind, cut
Passing
back,
cut back,
tapping.
cut back.
You already know that that's how
tapping,
they're going to score them this
period.
week.
That's
I don't know who will score it, what time they will score, but they will score.
You know, my biggest problem is, as a coach, right? I get that, people have everything to say. Even if people that know, like, they said people, the spectators are the ones that think they know the best. Which I understand, I get it. But we can't be saying the same thing for the past 2 years. And it's going to repeat itself. And you're going to tell me, oh, the players are not pressing enough. Bro, like,
You can't be
there's something
doing the same thing
wrong.
and expect a different result.
Yeah, there's something wrong somewhere. And I think someone said the best. I watched this guy on Instagram, his name is KDC. He said something about like game management when we need it the most. Bro, even Barcelona, even when we are winning, we are still very like lax at the back. We don't still have that structure. We don't have the structure mentality to just keep the structure of the game, contain the game, maintain the game. The way, like, okay, you guys will score 1 goal. We will score like 3 goals. Okay, we're already comfortable, but still we'll still be pressing. High. Why? Like, it's crazy because, bro, like, I get that's your philosophy, but you want to win a game. This is a competition. Think about it. We've beaten Atletico Madrid 4 times out of 6 games this season. But tell me why their own win
Actually,
not
you won
out of 2 competitions.
Yeah.
2. That shows game management.
Yeah.
Like, literally
experience, game management, yes.
So, yeah, that thing, look, and annoys me. I get that, okay, we have like personnel issues in like Barcelona team. But I'm saying, I don't think our problem is the fact that we don't have good defenders or it's like game management from the manager. That's what I'm going to say. I don't think it's the personnel issue. Because, bro, Inter Milan were leading 3-2 while we were still pressing.
Yeah.
Why? We had just 3 minutes to the end of the game.
Yeah, just
Why?
contain. There's
Just
something
hold the game.
Pep Guardiola does.
Move back,
Death
everybody.
by 1,000 passes. Just pass the ball around.
Pass the ball around.
And
Waste
you guys
time.
have the technical ability to
Why
actually
you
keep the ball.
Why you pressing? Bro? Like, and we're like still like the island is still intact. Like, it wouldn't make sense.
And
It
I
wouldn't
think,
make any
and I think
sense.
for Barcelona fans, like this, is the most frustrating bit because when you make a mistake, especially that kind of mistake in the Champions League, I'm talking about the Inter Milan game, the semi-finals last year. You would expect that both the management and the players would have learned from that situation.
The same thing, yeah.
Right, and then they try to adapt that into their game and stuff like that. But thinking about it, I think there was a stat, and we'll put up the stats, later. There was a stat that you guys actually, I might be wrong, but you guys consider the highest number of goals in the Champions League this season.
Yes, bro.
Also, I think they've gone 14 games without a clean sheet.
Every game,
in
no clean
Champions League.
sheet in Champions League.
That's wild
14
because
I think that's like the longest streak any
Yeah.
Spanish team has
Yes,
ever had in the competition.
like we consider
okay,
every
yes,
freaking game.
yeah. You guys considered every game. That's the start I was looking for. Like, so you cannot expect to win that competition at that level if you are
Yes.
considering in every game.
I know.
let me
Against every Dick and Harry.
Let me play devil's advocate a little bit. I agree with everything you guys have said, and that's my perspective too. I will say this though. I don't think Barcelona as a team are constructed to win the Champions League.
Bro,
They spent 25 million euros
no,
in the summer
I would not accept that.
on. Let me tell you something.
I'm
You
going to-
guys are not. See,
I'm going to tell you one thing.
What?
That's the last thing. The last time we talked about like equating money spent to quality. Hold on. I agree that we don't spend, and I accept. We did not spend. We got into the semi-finals, and we could have won it if we did the right thing.
No.
Hold on. No, we could have won it if we did the right thing. This quarterfinal as well. We could have won it if we just adhered to some principle. It's not a matter of what you spend, bro.
No, okay. Can you just let me land my argument?
Well.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
going to land it. We've not spent well, right? I get it, but think about it. Like we've gotten to positions where like we are ready to win this game, but all of a sudden you lose it because of our carelessness.
Okay.
So when we scored 2-0 against Atletico Madrid, we've leveled the tie. Like I think at that point we did not need any pressing.
Yeah.
We're meant to like hold the game and control it because we are the ones pushing
the way
the game.
you did against Newcastle in the
Do you
second half.
understand?
That was what I
Okay. It
expected.
should
More
not be-
maturity.
Bro, we just
Okay, is it my
allow them
turn
score one
now?
more goal and blow.
Is
This
it
what
my
we are meant to be doing.
turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But first of all, you took my argument all the way left.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm not trying to say that how much you spend should equal how much success you have. Chelsea is always the case study for things like this.
Okay.
2 billion and they are trash.
Cool.
What I'm saying is this: your team, as currently constructed, is not good enough. The brilliance of Yamal and Pedri makes you guys think that you are better than you actually are. No, you are not. You are a team that all through the season you have been basically playing makeshift players. You are playing defenders as DMs. You are playing centre backs as left backs. Frankie de Jong gets injured. You go to your academy to go and find a player. Rafinha gets injured. You guys brought in Rashford, the guy that you guys apparently don't like. So the point I'm making is that, look, whether or not you won the Atletico tie, you are not winning this competition. That's what I'm saying. I'm not necessarily saying that you couldn't have won the tie. Obviously, you could. You guys had so many chances before Atletico got their first goal. So I get that you guys could have won that game. But I'm saying that this is not a good enough team. So I am not shocked
all
that
round
you
there.
lose.
It's not. Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not shocked that you lose. Yeah, look, if you guys face Bayern, in my opinion, you lose. If you face PSG, you lose. So whether or not you beat Atletico, I don't even know that you guys can beat Arsenal. And Arsenal is a team that everybody is looking sideways right now because of how they play. But I don't know that you beat them because your team is not good enough.
I'm still
If you
that's
can't
what I'm
beat, if you can't beat Atletico Madrid,
So-
I doubt you beat us now. Think about it.
I know
Think
that
about
for a
it.
fact.
These you guys have been championing these new guys, Xavier's part. Why? Because you don't really have players, so you have to just go and dig into your academy.
Who's that?
Xavier's part,
Xavier's
one
part.
new guy that
Sounds
they've been
right.
championing.
Sounds right.
And then Frankie de Jong got
Never heard of
injured.
him, bro.
What did they do?
Mark
They went to
Bernal.
go and dig Mark Bernal. Like, you guys complain about Ferran Torres or Ferran Terrorist, as I should say, every single week. Because, and the other guy that you have is 70 years old. So it's like, your team is just not good enough. So like, let me tell you something. Personally, I'm not going too hard on Hansi Flick. I get that you are supposed to be functional at times as a manager.
Yes.
I understand that.
Because you could
But
have gone
all
over
I'm
the
saying
line with
is
whatever
that
he had,
this
and I get.
squad is not good enough to win in Europe. Period.
You know, two things can be right, and I accept that, right? But what I'm saying is that if we've actually had a taste of like, what success can be like, and only thing we had to do was just to stick to like a conservative principle, just for maybe 10 minutes of the game.
I personally don't think that what went wrong for Barca in that Atletico game was them not being conservative. I think you guys went with the right approach. Matter of fact, the approach was working because when you guys went 2 goals up, Atletico were very discombobulated at that point. That was your opportunity
the red
to
card
pile
too.
on. Let me tell you something. When you are playing in front of your fans, you feel the pressure when you are losing. Trust me, it's better if you are playing away and you are losing because the fans are rooting for them anyway. So it's like it's cool. But when you are playing in front of your own fans and you are losing, the pressure doubles.
Yeah, because
you
they'll
guys
be
had the
quiet.
2-0 lead. You guys created so many opportunities. Omo had the chance that he missed. Femi Lopez had the chance that he
I
missed.
saw everybody.
Rashford had the chance that he missed. Like everybody had opportunities, and you guys missed it. And the eye line came to bite you guys in the ass, and that was the game.
And then from then on, it was just a professional performance from Atletico Madrid because
Yes,
they
they just,
very,
they, just
very
they, they
functional
defended
performance.
very well.
They
They saw out
defended
the
very
game,
well, like, they saw
and that's
the
something
game.
that I think that Hansi Flick and even the players they need to learn,
He
because
needs to
we are talking about the Champions League here.
He needs to learn.
You need. It's not just about this is our identity. Yes, your identity will take you only so far, but you have to see. In the Champions League, whether you like it or not, you have to suffer. And I'm going to use the PSG Liverpool game as a case in point. Yes, PSG won 2-0 at the Parc des Princes.
Yeah.
But when they came to Anfield, Liverpool were very, like, the intensity was high. They were, pressing. They were trying to do.
soaked
They
up the
dominated the
pressure.
game, right? PSG suffered for the most part of that game, but they made sure that they stayed in the game.
Should we just transition to
And-
the game now?
Yeah, I mean, we're already talking about
Yeah,
it.
we're
And,
talking about Liverpool.
and what happened at the end of the day? They got a chance, pam,
Scored
Dembele.
it, yeah. And that's what
The
that's
XG
one
of
thing
that
we-
goal was probably 0.1
That's one thing
something.
we don't have too, though. It's like we don't have like the personnel to be able to do those things. The only person that can do that is either like maybe Rafinha or like Yamal. Rafinha
I mean, Femi Lopez can hit the ball from outside the box. I mean, the goal Dembele scored was.
like I knew was like
It was-
the intensity was not going to be like the same anymore when it started, because before it was running. So like at that point it was just only Yamal we had like forward, literally.
And then I mean, it's Lamine Yamal. He's the obvious threat, so
Yeah,
you know
he's the
that
only one, yeah.
they're going to mark him out.
Striker,
I mean,
it's I understand what you said about the personnel.
anyways, like I said, from a rival standpoint,
You're happy.
I'm excited. We thought it was going to be Arsenal.
No,
Barca.
And
I was-
saw an Arsenal fan tweeting
I
saying,
was
bro, this
anticipating
chance
this
creation
game.
against someone said this type of chance creation against Arsenal will be crazy. Like that, the announcer man was so scared.
I don't
It was
know.
like too much.
I don't think that.
No crazy.
So
bro. There's no way you can
I
stop us.
wait now.
Yeah.
So the thing about Arsenal is, even I know that recently, right? We've not been playing our best football. Like
No,
it's
you guys
been-
have
it's
not even
been-
played best football.
recent. There's hello. No. You guys have been seeing my post recently, and you
I
know
know,
that.
I know,
I've been-
I know what you're
But
saying.
before
Give me
before
some.
now, there's a reason why we are top of the Premier League
me some.
as of now. There's a reason why Arsenal were top of the Champions League in the group stages and are in the semi-final. Let's not, because of how Arsenal are playing currently, now discredit all the
All the
good
things
work
they've
they've
done.
done.
Yeah, that's
It's okay. It's okay. Hello, it's okay. It's fine. What I'm trying to say is, the thing about Arsenal is, you guys underestimate the fact that when you play against Arsenal, right, this season, Arsenal will most likely not allow you to play your game. That's just what it is. Because of the way we play, we tend to slow things down. Like we will slow it down, and then we'll now impose that our around football on you.
Can I tell you
Imagine, it's like playing.
I'll tell you something.
But anyway, it's like playing table. You play when you play table tennis, and you are
When
a
someone's like,
seasoned player,
smash
and
it.
somebody is just
Boom.
serving like this.
It's going
It will frustrate you.
I get it.
That's the way Arsenal plays. And case in point, when we played Bayern Munich earlier in the season, Company said something after the game. He said, "I would love to play them again," because he was shocked. He was around.
you guys have a
We didn't
competitive
play
game
anything in
now.
that
I know,
game.
I
They
know.
controlled the game, but
Do you know when that game was?
controlled
That
the
was
game
earlier in the season, much earlier.
I know. See, you are missing my point. What I'm saying is, whether you like it or not, Bayern's form leading to that game, they had not lost any game that season. I stand to be corrected, but I think that was the case.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
And then they played us and they lost 3-1. And all company could think of was, I can't wait to play them again.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because, and I remember that game, we didn't exactly play the best football. We were just, defending here and there, this, and then we saw a chance, pam, cross, score.
Yeah,
Martinelli,
but-
pam, score. You scored the corner, pam. Like, that is Arsenal for you.
But
So,
that's-
what am I trying to say? Against Barcelona, all this attacking. If you guys were going to ever beat us, max 2-0
I'm going to say something.
or 2-1.
I'm going to say something, but you can't say it's too
Because
soon.
we have a very good defense, bro.
No, I know. Like, trust me. I know you guys have a very
I've
good
always
defense.
had issues
And
with
let me tell you
that
something. Like,
particular argument. And
you guys have very good defense, and I accept. What I'm saying is, Bayern they have like a well balanced game. Their game is not like they have like a very balanced midfield, defense, attack. Everything is like all the thing we think about is attack. First, right? So and attacking, pressing, taking control of the game is our game is very different from Bayern's. Last year we beat Bayern. I think 4-1. There's a reason why, but they could have beaten us too if things shifted a little bit. But like we just got like our playing style actually countered whatever the kind of tactics they brought in. So we beat them 4-1. But I'm saying against Arsenal, if you constantly give me a chance to constantly attack you, bro.
That's the problem you're missing. You see,
because that's what you're going to do. Because
you guys
give me
are
a chance
back
to
and forth on our protect count. Baka is not playing Arsenal this season.
Yes,
Let's move on.
we're not playing Arsenal. But
let's
we're saying if that game were to happen, if that was
this is
the
what I'm
case,
saying.
I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared about Barcelona.
This is why I'm not scared of you is because your attack is blunt as fuck.
Yes,
As
but
fuck.
my defense is
So,
good, and I can
bro.
watch you in ways that you don't
No,
like.
your defense is good,
If I
but
get
like
a set
Wolves will
piece,
still score you 2 goals. Like
that's
I get what you're saying.
But Ali,
Bro,
that's not the argument.
No,
here.
I'm not, I know that's
You've
not the argument. I'm
conceded
saying
goals to other
will-
lesser teams in your
and
league.
you will concede to me. That's what I'm trying to let you know. The only thing is that will your attack do something? That's all I ask you. Would he do?
I want to ask you a question.
You guys are going
I-
back and forth on something that is not going to
work,
happen.
okay, it's
When
cool.
we have actual things that happen.
You know what? We'll let
discuss.
let's have the conversation later on. It's cool. It's cool.
Maybe
it's cool,
next
it's cool. Yeah, maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Because that's actually a game that me personally,
I
I want
actually
to
wanted
see.
the game so bad.
I want to see,
I wanted it so
Barcelona
bad.
versus Arsenal.
Now we have like 2 rounds playing.
But then
together.
again, let's quickly gloss on the PSG Liverpool game, and then we can go on to the Madrid game. And
There's nothing much to talk about PSG Liverpool game. I'm not gonna lie because everybody knew
The game was already done.
the game was already done before when we saw the fixture. Like it was a no-brainer.
I think
So I don't think there's anything to even whatever they did in Anfield. It was just more like an antics to me personally, because I thought like, yeah, they will always show vibes in front of their fans, but you can't beat PSG. It's impossible. Like,
think
it's actually genuinely it is impossible.
no,
because
you can beat PSG. That
how?
statement.
No, not Liverpool. No, you can beat PSG. I'm saying, but not Liverpool. Not Liverpool this season. Not Liverpool of what we have been watching all
That's
season.
correct.
It's
Liverpool this
impossible.
season had 0
They are like
shot
there's
against
no
PSG.
everything
They
they
were
did was
not
just
going
like
to win that
I think
game.
everything that they did in Anfield was performative because you can only just go down like that in front of your fans.
I don't think.
I think it's performative.
I don't
I'm not
think-
gonna lie to you.
You know what's crazy
I
about
don't
this
think.
entire
I don't
thing?
think it's performative.
I don't think PSG left the first gear the entire time. First leg and second leg. They didn't leave the first gear. Like they were
And
playing
they were just cool.
basic football.
They did not
Just
even they
trying to do
didn't,
the
they
right
didn't go
things.
hard on them like
Yeah,
like
they, didn't,
the
they
PSG
really
that we
did
know.
not like do
Bro, they
too
went hard
much.
on bro. What are you saying?
They really did
I
not
disagree.
do too much.
I disagree. No.
It's cool. Let me know now. Let me know
I'm
what you
saying when you go to Anfield, right? Anfield is a force.
Not anymore.
Not
It's one of
Not
yeah, wait
anymore.
now.
Not since Klopp left.
I understand your argument, right? But Anfield is still Anfield, and I think because I
don't
watched the
agree.
game, and the fans really backed the team, and I think that energy that the fans were
That's also
transmitting,
very performative.
if
if you ask me.
you're just
That's also very-
throwing the word performative around. Listen,
I'm
bro,
not throwing it around. I'm being honest.
that game, I thought that.
Where the fans know.
I thought that
Yeah.
It's
no,
normal
no,
now.
no. Anfield is different. We all know.
Anfield
Listen.
is not.
Anfield
they
is
lose
Anfield.
to everybody at Anfield these days. Everybody goes to
you are not
Anfield
letting
thinking
me
they'll
land.
beat Liverpool.
You're not letting me land.
Yeah, okay.
You're not letting me land. Will you let me land?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, yes, Liverpool have been poor this season. This is not news. Everyone knew that PSG were going to qualify regardless.
Okay.
Do you understand? But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not going to sit here and discredit the efforts that
put in.
both the Anfield fans and the players put in.
Okay, if we're
Now,
fault,
let
you
me
don't
land.
the fact that
Let
they
me-
were
let
not
me-
going to win. Period.
Let me finish. And his slot has been terrible this season. It's clear that he doesn't know how to manage this crop of players, or his tactics are not working for a reason. Case in point, regardless of the performance that they gave at Anfield, there were certain players that in that team that it just did not work out. Players like Florian Wirtz, when Salah came on, it was horrible. Isak was barely I mean, in my opinion, I felt like he should not have started that game. They should have started Gakpo and brought in Isak, right? What am I? What, what I, so what am I trying to say? I'm saying, despite all this, despite the circumstance of what is happening in Liverpool at the moment, they did put in a very good performance. Like, see,
I think very good is overstated.
It's not overstated.
They did well,
PSG is obviously better than Liverpool at the moment. Like, there was no world, there was no scenario in which PSG were not going to win that game. However, I think that the players can be proud of themselves of how they performed.
No,
regardless.
You don't get to be proud of yourself. What are you talking about?
I'm saying relative to how they have been all season.
Okay.
I saw that performance and I felt like. Let me finish now.
Finish.
I saw that performance and I felt like this was actually one of Liverpool's.
Oh my God.
This was one of their very strong performances all season. The only difference is that PSG is obviously the better team.
Let me tell you something.
So
I don't like that. That's very disrespectful. That's extremely disrespectful.
Okay. I didn't mean
Extremely
like that. I didn't mean like that.
I'm trying to land my point.
I know. Because there's a reason why I'm going to say this. Because I'm sorry, I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way.
Make your point.
I said I don't mean. I did not mean it.
I like because this. Make your point.
Because what I'm saying is, you cannot tell me that they did their best. What do you mean they did their best? Like, brother, you're a winner of the fucking Premier League the season before. Hold on.
You are not putting enough context into what you're saying.
Hold on. That spent £500 million on players.
Cook.
Hold on. £500 million. If Barcelona see £500 million, you know what to go do. You didn't want me. So you telling me like, PSG were better. Then use your money wisely then. What the fuck? I'm not giving them an excuse for trying their best. Are you joking? Trying your best. For me buying a £125 million player. Trying your best. Are you joking?
Please, sorry. No. Before you go, I have to go because you talk.
My argument is.
See, this argument you're giving is what you give Premier League as a whole.
No. Listen. You guys are.
I'm not taking out of context.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm not giving Arne Slot credit for that performance. Okay. I am not, because they've bought these players, or Liverpool have bought these players. It's left for the coach to manage the players. The coach obviously is inept. That is constant. In that game, the coach was inept. When a coach gives you tactics to play as a team, that tactics will either make you win the game or otherwise, or draw or lose, right? All season, it is clear to everyone and also Liverpool fans that Arne Slot is inept. However, the players themselves, if I'm a player and you buy me for £125 million, it is not my fault that you're buying me for £125 million if the tactics that you're giving me is not working, right? What I saw in that game was, regardless or despite the tactics or the inept tactics of Arne Slot, the players themselves, they can be proud of how they played. If they give that same intensity under a coach that actually knows what he's doing, I think they win that game.
Can I go now?
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Can I go now?
That's my argument. Okay, I'm not giving Liverpool credit.
Kenzie, can I go now? So let me tell you this. Wait, hold on.
I'm not saying anything too crazy. I'm sorry. I'll let you talk right now. But what I'm saying is like, that thing you said right now, I would have loved to see it in other games in the Premier League. That is not PSG. In some like very basic games. Like, I would like to see that thing you're saying, like that energy that he gave.
From the players, from
the institution.
If you talk about Barcelona,
from the institution.
Why do you think Barcelona lost the game that you guys lost?
Yeah.
Do you think it's the fault of the players or the coach?
Personally, I think it's a mixture of everything. But mostly, I think
they are young players. They will listen to their coach.
Yeah, it's going to be coach.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So you put the blame on the effort.
But they still don't do it in like the smaller games.
But do you think that
they don't do it in the smaller games?
You guys lost that game? But do you think the effort of the players? The players play to the instruction of the coach? You realize that?
No, the effort was good. It was just That was the tactics.
That is my argument.
But my argument is also like
Remove the
I go
context
to-
of the transfer.
but
what about their performance in the smaller games they were meant to win and they were losing? That's my issue.
That is on the coach.
Okay. My turn.
He's on the
My
court.
turn.
Okay, the players
My
can be proud.
turn.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it. Players can be proud.
The players can be proud, but Liverpool as an institution, the coach, as an institution, they have not done well. Even in that game, they did not do well. The tactics were clearly
That's
not
cool,
working.
that's
That's
cool.
what I'm
I
saying.
can accept that.
I said it. I said Isak was not supposed to start. I said
Please,
Ferran
can
was
I
bad.
finally
Emmanuel, I'm sorry to cut you short. Sorry.
The players cannot be proud of themselves.
Okay. Cool.
Period. And I'll tell you why. The first leg, when you are playing a 2-leg tie, you are playing for 180 minutes, not 90 minutes.
True.
That first leg is comfortably the worst performance Liverpool as a club has had this season.
That you've seen.
Comfortably. The players were horrible. They gave no effort. They had, if I remember correctly, they had no shot on target in that game.
Yeah.
They were poor. So when you are trying to look for Messi after death, look, let me tell you something. That first leg should have ended like a 4-0 or 5-0 if PSG were not missing easy chances. So when you are looking for Messi after death in the second leg and you are trying to up your effort when you are 2 goals down, I do not care about the performative nonsense you are doing, which is to your point earlier. Don't tell me about moral victories. You had an opportunity to go out in the first leg. You did not. You actually laid down. And for all the good performance, for all the intensity, the players played well in the second leg. Guess what? They didn't score a single goal in front of your fans. For all your intensity, you couldn't score a goal. And guess what? At the end of the day, PSG still created more big chances than Liverpool. And Liverpool were the team that supposedly played with so much intensity. I'm not saying that they did not raise their game in the second leg. I'm saying that, one, they had a very shameful performance in the first leg. So when they raised their game in the second leg, I'm not giving them credit for that. I'm not giving them credit. I'm not giving their coach credit. I'm not giving anybody credit.
I don't think it's
the same thing. And let me just
make you
I'm very
complacent
consistent.
if you don't actually like hold them accountable.
Devo, do you remember what I told you?
All season, period.
Do you remember what I told you when
We already knew we were going to lose.
Devo.
So like, I'm not going to cut like maybe
Devo,
either the player or
Devo,
the coach
do you remember what I
for
told you?
whatever like everybody knew that we were going to lose.
Do you remember what I told you when Barca won against Atletico in the Copa del Rey 3-0 second leg? I didn't give the players credit.
Me, I did not.
They played well. They actually played well.
They did play well. They won 3-0.
You cannot lose 4-0 in the
Why would
first
you lose 4-0 in the
leg
first leg?
and you are trying to,
Why
oh
did
my
you do
God,
that?
we are confident.
Bro.
Unless you pull it off.
Why
if you
don't-
don't
So
pull it off, don't talk to me.
I'm going to say something
Period.
because one thing you guys are not addressing is the why. But before I address that why argument, I'm going to ask, because Soxen has been on this podcast previously in the past, and he has said something contrary to what he just said. Okay. And I'll bring his attention to it.
Yeah.
When Manchester United lost to Grimsby, he blamed it on Ruben Amorim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did you blame it on Ruben? Okay, is Grimsby a team that, regardless of who the coach of Manchester United is, that Manchester United should be losing to? You had, but you blamed it on Ruben Amorim.
Look,
So
I don't think you are listening to me. No. We are about to make a very false equivalence, and I need to attack it before it even lands. You are making no.
Will you let me
See,
finish?
no.
We'll do one now.
It's about to make a false equivalence, and I'll tell you why.
I'm not even done. Let me.
This is not. Let me tell you something.
But
at no point in this
Manchester
conversation.
United were bad.
Wait.
I'm not done.
You are
Manchester
making a
United
false
were bad.
equivalence.
Manchester United were bad under Ruben Amorim. This same set of players, they look so much better under Carrick.
Yeah.
Now, what is the difference? The same players, different managers, right? So what you are telling me that is there a shift in the level of effort from the players, or there is a shift in level of effort and there's also a shift in the tactical plan from the manager? Because if you are giving your best as a player under an instruction that is clearly not working, it will not work. See Arteta. I don't think Arteta is making the best use of the squad that he has available. Yes, Madueke is not the best. But even as bad as he is, I don't think he's taking the best out of him because of his style of play. You understand what I'm trying to say? And Flick, listen now. The reason why Barcelona lost the first leg to Atletico Madrid 4-0 was because all the goals were identical. Your island, that is an instruction from the coach. Players play to instruction. Do you understand? Now, as a coach, you are either making the best use of your players, or in a way you are limiting, their potential, right? Because of the way you want to play. So regardless of your effort, sometimes something limits you. The tactics from the coach. What I said when I started my argument was, and his slots all season has been inept. He is a bad tactician. He does not know how to handle this squad. Players always play to the instruction of the coach. Mm-hmm. But sometimes what you notice is, despite the tactics, sometimes these players, they try. The tactic is clearly not working, but you can see that they are giving their best. The reason why the result did not happen the way it's supposed to happen is because they are still playing to the instruction of the coach. You get what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. If someone like Pep Guardiola handles this Liverpool team, same players, he will do so much better. You understand what I'm saying? Because the instructions will be different. So sometimes you want to blame the players, but they are playing to instruction.
Can I go now?
You get what I'm saying?
Can I go now?
The Manchester United game against Grimsby Town, Manchester United as a team should not be losing to Grimsby Town, regardless of whatever. But they lost. Are you trying to tell me that Grimsby Town is better than Manchester United? No. The players were playing to instruction of the coach.
Can I go now? Okay. Can I make my point now? Can I make my point now? Mm-hmm. You're overcomplicating this argument.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And I will address...
That's what you do best.
Please, my turn. Okay. I'll let you know how you're overcomplicating the argument. And I'll address your Grimsby statement, because there's nothing I've said that's contradictory. And I'll show you that. Point one, you said that the whole Manchester United thing, frankly, is irrelevant. Because this is what I'm saying. A game or a tie in the Champions League is 180 minutes. It is very possible for multiple things to be true. And a slot is incompetent. We all agree. The players were horrible in the first leg. We cannot agree. End of story. You cannot tell me that whenever the players are... It is possible
who are you blaming for the first leg? And
so are you telling me that players will never believe at any point? If you just always blame the coach.
I'm going to say something.
Can you guys actually let me make my point?
Okay,
can you let me make my point? Let me make my point. All I'm saying is that two things can be true. Mm-hmm. You can have a manager that is giving you bad tactics, and you can have a set of players that are not playing as well as they should. Guess what? It happened in Manchester United even before before Amorim. When Manchester United played against Brentford back in 2022, and we lost 4-0, and there was all these stats about running, and we didn't even need the stats. We could tell that the effort from the players was super. Clearly, the tactics from the manager was obviously not going to work, but we all saw the effort from the players.
That was a single game. So
it is very possible
that
no.
Let me make my point. I'm talking about.
Let me make my point.
My argument is before Amorim was sacked, it was consistent bad results. The instruction, the tactics were not working. And it's not all season. Wait. This is an argument. But it's not all season. Right? The tactics have been consistently bad. Right? So at what point?
So let's excuse players then. What do you mean at what point? We have been playing and it's not the entire time. What do you mean at what point?
Why would you now that single game? Now, why would you now that single game against PSG now force the players?
No. Let me tell you something. Unless you don't know how to watch football, you can tell when players are giving max effort.
They are all.
And you can also tell when the coach's tactics is handicapping the players. Do you understand?
Unless you saw the game from different lenses.
And I'm speaking. Look, I'm not speaking about all the games Liverpool have played this season. For example, let me give you an example. The same Liverpool that you are talking about and saying that, oh my God, Aristotle is horrible. When they played against Manchester at Anfield, that was probably one of their best performances of the season. They were amazing. At least in the second half of that game, they were really good. They still lost. I'd never said a word about the players in that game. Because they actually played really well. That's a game that on a different day they beat Man City. So what I'm saying is that we can know that the coach is ass.
Bad. Yeah.
And know that the players did not give effort. And I'm telling you that in the first leg,
Those
the
two
players
things can
didn't
be
do
true,
shit.
too.
We're talking about
Now-
the second leg.
No,
so
I
that's
get
what I'm saying.
you are missing. Don't
but
miss the premise
is
of my
it-
argument.
is it-
I told you that
No, we're
a
talking
game
about
is
both legs right now.
180 minutes.
Because we are talking after both legs.
Look, this is not a
The first
this,
leg.
When you-
why
when-
are you giving? Why
Wait,
are you giving so much effort
hold on,
in the second leg?
hold on.
And
This,
you did not
let me
show
tell you something. This really has nothing to do
hunger
with
in the first leg.
It has nothing to do with Liverpool.
I will let you land your argument, and I will tell you what I
You
think.
keep interrupting me.
Hey, man,
What I'm saying is this: a Champions League tie is 180 minutes. The game starts.
knockout.
The game starts right from when you pass in the first leg. So I'm not denying the fact that the players played better in the second leg or they raised their level. That's what I'm not denying that. What I'm telling you is that it doesn't make any sense to play that bad in the first leg, but all of a sudden you are trying to raise your level in the second leg, and you want me to give you credit for that. No. Because you did do. Let me tell you something. When the game was 0-0, Liverpool were underdogs. You now played so bad that you let them score 2. You are now trying to dig yourself out of a 2-0 that you yourself caused. You now want me to give you credit. That's what I'm saying. Now, to your Grimsby point specifically, yes, I blame the coach. That does not mean I excuse the players. Two different things. I blame the coach. Yes, Amorim's tactics was ass. We were chasing a game and it stopped to a 5-man defense.
Is Mike to your side?
We were chasing the game and it stopped to a 5-man defense. That does not make any sense to me. So yes, the coach was at fault. It doesn't mean that I thought Mason Mount played great. It doesn't mean that I thought Sesko played well. It doesn't mean that I thought that who else played in that game? Casemiro, Cunha. It doesn't mean that Cunha was actually asked in that game, by the way. I never gave him props for that. I didn't say, oh my God, Cunha played so well. What I'm saying is that two things can be true. You can have a manager that has a tactic that is not working, and you can also have the players not play to their max efforts in the same situation. Like, two things can be true.
You know what?
We can't just excuse the players and blame the coach for everything. No.
I'm about to say one banter thing right now. Yeah, you know one thing I've noticed. You know what? I'm sure, like 3 seasons ago, Ike would not be on the side that he is right now, to be honest, because Arsenal has actually forced into a corner he doesn't want to be. So, like, his football mentality has kind of changed. He has to see it in a different way because, bro, I thought that was like, you know, like, made me feel like, yeah, stick it as it is.
The thing that's wrong with your argument is
I'm bantering. I'm
We have
bantering.
other games.
I'm bantering.
I get it, but I'm also saying that I'm not an Arteta sexual. You know that.
I know that.
I am not.
Antisexual.
What I want is my team to win, and I want to enjoy what I'm watching.
Yeah. At least win first.
Do you understand? I want to enjoy what I'm watching,
That's
and I
a
want
very
to win.
hypocritical statement, by the way.
Anyways,
Okay,
can I?
No,
can I,
from him. He's talking now that I want to enjoy what I'm watching. Remember the day Chelsea played Arsenal, and I was telling him that this game from a third-party fan is us. Do you know what he said? We are not here to entertain you. We just want to win.
He's on
All of
camera.
a sudden,
He's on camera.
now you
I
want to enjoy. Now you want entertainment.
Do you understand?
No, I don't understand.
You're not listening to me.
I am.
The first thing I said was, I want to win. That's my priority.
Yeah, that's the priority.
Then I want to enjoy
Granted,
what I'm watching.
that does not mean
Can I-
from Ataku, the third-party fan that is telling you that he's not enjoying it.
So if you are, as a third party fan, are not enjoying it, that is not my see.
And I'm not saying
Enjoyment
it's your
is
problem.
subjective.
What happened? Do you remember that day?
Boale,
I simply made an observation as someone that is
enjoyment of a
watching the
game
fan. I was
is
watching the game.
subjective.
So you
Sometimes
enjoyed that game?
I enjoyed the game. Yes,
Chelsea Arsenal.
yes, I did enjoy the game.
This guy is a liar.
Why would you say I'm a liar?
What's the difference between-
There is a
what's the
record.
difference-
He enjoyed the win.
What's it?
There's a-
Yeah,
he enjoyed
the
say you
win.
enjoyed the
Boale,
win.
Boale,
Don't tell me
he
you
enjoyed the
what's
win.
the difference between what Arsenal did against Chelsea and what they've been doing recently?
They are
What's the
losing,
difference?
and the game is
What's the
unbearable.
difference?
I'm an Arsenal fan. I've watched Arsenal too long to understand what is missing. I
Oh my
get
God.
it. In
This guy
that
is a
game,
liar. This guy is a big fat liar.
I am not a big fat liar. The way I watch a game of football is different from the way you watch a game of football.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you understand what
oh
I'm
my
trying
God.
to say?
No, I don't.
I am the first person to call out a performance that I feel like is not it. You get what I'm trying to say?
Do you know the
I
difference?
said it on this
call out.
podcast.
See, let me tell you the problem with
Can
Arsenal
I
fans.
finish?
No. Let me tell you the problem with Arsenal fans. They call out performances based on results. Do you know what these guys have been telling us the entire season? And you can bear me witness here. Whenever they play trash
Boale,
and they win, what does it say?
I
It
said-
tells us that, oh, we are not here to entertain you. We just want to win. And I understand the argument. Genuinely, if Manchester United was in the position that they are, I would want to win games too. But don't come and tell me that you guys, like, when you guys win, you guys don't call out. You are not going to call it and just be like, oh, we just want to win. But when you now lose, you now want to do the same thing that we have been telling you the entire time. That's case in point.
No,
case in point, the Chelsea Arsenal game. All I said on that day was that this game is ass. I thought Arsenal were bad on that day. I thought Chelsea were just as bad. They both scored from corner kicks. That tells you everything. Yes, that tells you everything you need to know. But he kept telling me that day that, oh, we are not here to entertain you, or blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that's cool. You don't need to entertain me. You don't even need to tackle me. I'm just making an observation based on what I'm watching. But you defended it. Look, let me tell you the truth. There's no difference between what Arsenal has been doing recently and what they've been doing since like December, October, November. Trust me, there's no real difference. The only thing that is different is now the results are getting harder to come by. So they are not winning with the consistency that they were winning earlier. But the performance has not really changed. We've been talking about this thing the entire season, right? They are not entertaining. They are just a very... They're not. I mean, let me tell you, Arsenal is not an easy team to watch.
And that's one thing I need Arsenal fans to understand.
Yes.
Is like, if we talk about like your game, we're not like actually attacking. Oh, your success! I swear. And that's one thing.
They don't understand. And
that's one thing I noticed about Arsenal fans. You guys think like we're trying to just attack. Oh, the way you're winning. No, it's not that. I'm just saying like we see that it's not sustainable. But you guys are enjoying the wins and stuff. Now you're already in the panic mode. You guys don't press the panic button. Everybody's like, oh my God, are we going to like... We've been saying this thing for ages, but you thought we were hating. And I promise we're not hating. We're just stating the obvious that we've seen.
Yeah.
But you guys were on like
Can I talk? Can I say what I want to say now?
You say something.
Good.
Yeah,
Please, can I say this uninterrupted? Because
okay, I'm not going to stop you.
Okay, good. So back to what Soksin was saying. That comment that I made, we're watching a game together, right? And he wasn't enjoying the game. And my response to you and anybody that would have asked me is, and which is the fact, Arsenal do not play football to entertain rival fans. You are not watching that game because you want to enjoy the game. You are watching that game because you want Arsenal to lose, period. That is a fact.
Not necessarily.
Boali, I'm talking about Soksin being a Manchester United.
Debo is here rooting for Arsenal to win the league.
I'm talking about
watching for you guys to lose. Have you not been rooting for Arsenal the entire time? He has been rooting for you guys the entire time. He doesn't enjoy Arsenal games, so that angle doesn't work.
Can I talk without being interrupted?
Continue.
I am talking about a game that you and I'm talking about Soksin and I watched together. This is not Boali. And you made that statement that said this game is us, and I told you that Arsenal are not there to entertain you, which is a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact. I don't watch Liverpool games because I want to be entertained. I don't watch Manchester United games because I want to be entertained. I watch those games because I am hate watching, period. Right? If I am not making the game interesting, why not look to Chelsea and say, why is Chelsea not making the game interesting for you?
The comment I made goes to the two of them,
let me finish.
but you ignore that.
Let me finish.
See what you're saying now doesn't really make sense.
I'm going to stand up and
when I made the comment,
You will not
making statements that are just flat out wrong.
I'm going to land.
Debo, you can blame me with this here. My specific comment that they addressed the two teams, yes or no? But you took it as after here to entertain me. I don't care. All I'm saying, look, I'm not an Arsenal fan, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm telling you the game was bad. Period. I didn't make a comment about Arsenal.
You guys are not letting me finish.
I made a comment about the game.
Hold on, let him talk.
You guys are not letting me finish.
Let him talk.
Slow
down.
If you want to talk, and I honestly if anyone interrupts me, I'm just going to stand up and
You're not going to stand up and leave.
What I'm trying to say is that game, right? What happened?
Now I'm just trying to make sure like it's...
No, it's working.
Your call came in for me, so I was like, I hope it didn't
matter. No. It's on do not disturb. You probably didn't put it on do not disturb. Anyways, what am I trying to say? That game, for me, and I said it in the preview, the pre-match preview that I put out on all my social media platforms. That game for me is a must-win at all costs. We are playing a big team. The most important thing to me and any other Arsenal fan, before anything else, is that we have to win. If you are not going to win, you don't lose. You are playing against Chelsea, win at all costs. You are playing against Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United, win at all costs. That is what matters to me, and I made that clear. It's a big game. You want to watch the game as a neutral because you want to be entertained. Both teams do not entertain you. That is not my business and it's not my concern. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Right? Now, to address the other statement about me being hypocritical and saying this, yada, 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 I said it on this podcast. It's on my page. I've reposted it even recently, where I said, am I enjoying the way Arsenal is playing this season? I said no. You can quote me anywhere. I said it. I was extremely clear in front of the thousands of people that have watched that video. I said no. So for you to come here and tell me that I am lying, I find that quite strange. I'm going to finish. I am not enjoying the way Arsenal are playing. And I said it on that set. I said, as long as it is working, I do not have a problem. And I said, I would only have a problem if at the end of the season, there is nothing to show for it. That was my stance. Okay. That is, I'm not done. That is still my stance, right? Now, what changed between then and now? I said previously, when I was trying to raise my argument, I said, in terms, when I'm looking at the priority, the first thing I want is I want to win. I don't want to be entertained, then win. Any right-thinking fan wants to win first. When Chelsea fans were supporting Chelsea under Jose Mourinho's era, it wasn't beautiful football. It was ugly. But the most important thing was they were winning. They wanted to win. Thierry Henry said something in the CBS this thing. He said, previous seasons, Arsenal under Arteta have played, I think 2022, 2023, 2024, played one of the most brilliant footballs that Premier League has ever seen. Attack, fluid, free-flowing, but we did not win. What we asked Mikel Arteta is, find a way to win the league, right? As long as you do that, nobody will have a problem because we are winning. Now, it's now a case of, is this sustainable or not, right? That's an headache that we can worry about later.
After you've won.
Do you understand? Because getting the first title over the line is important. It's a psychological block. And I think Mikel Arteta, the way he has built his squad, is trying to build it in such a way that let us just win it. It's looking like if we are going to win it, it's going to be ugly. I don't have a problem with that. Let us win it. And I've said it to you privately. I said, in the long run, if this is the kind of football that we want to be playing to dominate the Premier League, I am not so interested in it. I'm not going to sit here and lie that I'm enjoying the game.
Right.
But am I enjoying the 3 points? Oh, yeah. I will sit down here and lord it over anybody that, we have won multiple leagues, even though we didn't play the best football. Do you get? Now, what is the difference between then, when we were getting the results, despite playing ugly, and now that we are not, getting the result? Right. Let me finish. The difference is clear, right? Then, we had our best players available, which is a shortcoming of this style of football that Arteta is playing. And it's clear. If you're going to play this style of football that is not appealing to the eyes, you need your best players to be able to execute what you want to do. Because by the time you start having to use the likes of Madueke consistently, the likes of Martinelli consistently, the likes of Ben White that has not been at it consistently, problem will start seeping in. You get? Because you don't have Odegaard, you don't have Saka, you don't have Timber, you don't have your best players, right? That is what is happening, and that is what is causing a dip in form. Now, like I said, even with our best players available, am I happy with our style of play in general, consistently over the stretch of the season? I said it on this podcast, no. But as long as it is working, I am happy. I don't have a problem holistically. But if at the end of the season, especially the game that is coming up this weekend against Manchester City, if we don't find a way to win, if we don't win, and by so doing we lose the league, not only me will have a problem.
You saw the.
But
the
Ale,
Henry?
not only me.
Did you see the Henry like comment?
I saw it. Not
It was angry at
yes.
himself.
And
Like,
that is
That's
the
very
opinion.
Can I
That's the
just
opinion
go
of
now?
every Arsenal
Okay,
fan.
can I
let me
respond to
finish
you?
now. Let me
God.
finish
No,
now.
no.
So if we do not win the league at the end of the season, I will have a problem. Majority of Arsenal fans will have a problem. Not only Arsenal fans, rival fans would have something to say. Do you understand?
No,
Be
not
like,
something,
a lot to say and be like, you
joking?
cannot win the league. Listen, they will say you cannot win the league playing this kind of football. That's what they will say, and they will be right.
It's fine.
If you use this kind of football to win the league, they can't say that. What they would rather say is not sustainable. And I quite agree with them. Unless
Well,
I am
not.
proven wrong.
It's
Do you get?
actually not
And
sustainable.
you get what I'm trying to say? So whether you like it or not, your gotcha moment about me lying about enjoying Arsenal Football Club and the way they play is not really a gotcha moment. Like I said it, in order of priority, I want to win, then I want to be entertained. I will taking a 3 points above getting entertained. If I can get the 2, well and good.
Okay,
What do I really
can I
want?
go
I'll go.
now?
I'll go.
Uninterrupted.
You interrupted me a couple of times.
You did interrupt him just now.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll talk now. Like, you don't talk.
First of all, you just said now that my gotcha moment of saying that you enjoy Arsenal game. When did I say he said he enjoys it?
No.
Look, don't stretch my argument to make your point sound better. Take what I'm saying for what I'm saying. Now, that said, I'm very glad you are here. All season, whenever we have told him that they don't play a good brand of football, what is his response?
3 points.
Okay.
Is in the bag.
But now that
mean, that's what
they are,
you just
now
said.
that they are,
Did I not-
no,
did I
no,
just emphasize
no. I'm getting somewhere. Now that they are not winning or they have not been winning recently, what has he been saying?
I'll be
If you
stressing.
don't win, we don't enjoy it. Was he saying that he wasn't enjoying it when you were winning? No. He's saying it when the results are not coming in. Now, this is the problem I have with Arsenal fans. They think everything is an attack. And I've said this like a gazillion times. Manchester United, the team I support, we have not won the league since 2013. So I'm telling you for a fact that if I was an Arsenal fan, or let's say Manchester United next
13
season,
years.
yes. So let's say Manchester United next season happens to be in the exact position that Arsenal are in. I will tell you the same thing. Just freaking win. But where we are different is that even when we are winning games, I will keep telling you that this performance is ass. This
Hold on.
that's the thing I was telling you earlier this season that you did not want to hear.
Hold on. You know, as a Barcelona fan, I had that face with Valverde. Valverde had the best clean sheet record we've ever had in our history. But bro, I could not stand watching my team. Bro, we signed fucking Paulinho. We signed fucking Denis Suarez. Like, bro, that was like the worst football I've seen from a Barcelona team. But yeah, let's guess what? We won the league. Okay. I was not happy.
Can I? That's what. That's all I'm
was
saying. I am.
not.
Look, understand
I hated
this.
it so much.
I'm not criticizing Arsenal
But
fans.
you can't. But listen up. The reason why I think the argument is not fair to Arsenal fans is because, bro, these niggas have not won this thing in a long time. Listen up.
That is not
As a Barcelona
addressing
fan,
my point.
Okay.
Let me finish. See, I've said this time and time again. I genuinely, again, if this was Manchester United win, that's what I care about. So I am not criticizing
Oh, it's just like you
I'm
just want
not
to just
saying
take
that
accountability.
you guys should not want to win. That's not what I'm saying. Of course, you should want to win. But what I'm saying is that
Be
when
accountable.
somebody points out that you guys are not playing well, don't acknowledge it when the results are not coming in. That's what they are doing.
Yeah,
that's
right.
all I'm pointing out.
You can say that
and you
about
can bear me
Arsenal
witness to that
Arsenal
because we
fans,
both
but
said
me,
the same
you
thing
can't say that
the
about
entire season.
No, that's not for generally.
That's Arsenal fans generally.
I'm,
But you are addressing me.
I will
You
say
can't
that
say
about
that
you because
about me.
we've had the conversation so many times.
You
where
can't say that
I will
about
tell
me.
you that what you guys are playing is us, and your response to me will be like, but we are winning, but we're not here to entertain you. Like, I know that you're not here to entertain me. I know that.
Boali.
I know. Don't use that to masquerade the fact that you guys are not playing well.
You are trying to use me as the focal point.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying this because you are the one I've had the conversation with like a billion times.
No, we have not had this conversation a billion times.
Demo, have we had this conversation or not?
Well, and I'm also telling you that that you're looking at, if you come at me with banter, I would assume that you are coming at me with banter.
That was not banter. That was not banter.
And I'm going to give you a reply.
Let's just move on from this argument. I beg.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because
if you check as banter, I'm telling you that Arsenal don't play with. That's not banter.
So the problem I have with you.
Let's just move on from this argument.
The problem I have with you right now is the problem I have with you right now is I have over 200 videos on my page. Whenever you are less busy, right? In light of this argument or this conversation, scroll down to my page and watch the videos even when we won and listen to my comments. Anybody that follows me knows I am constantly saying something. Even when we've been winning, I've been calling out the performances. The performances, the tactics, the players, I have constantly been calling it out. When we made that podcast, that episode, and I said, am I happy with the way we are playing? I said no. If you remember, this was the Champions League. Are we not in the semi-finals? We have not lost in the Champions League. So why would I make that statement then? Even after qualifying in the Champions League, results were not bad. We had not played the Carabao Cup final. We had not played the FA Cup quarter final that we lost. We have not played Bournemouth that we lost. These are recent results where we've been poor. I made that statement when we were doing well. We had just beaten Tottenham. We had beaten Brighton. We had beaten Everton. Right? We had just qualified to the quarterfinals. We beat Bayern Leverkusen when I made that statement.
Let's just move on from this argument.
Listen, that period. No, I'm catching you. All I know is that we have had this conversation. I'm speaking about this when
what I was saying about this. Okay, listen up. Listen up. Hold on. Listen, calm down.
Banter is banter.
No.
I will not come here and say and tell you, you tell me that you're not enjoying an Arsenal game, and I'll tell you, I will obviously tell you that I'm not here to entertain you. But I've also told you that in priority, I want to win first.
Let me ask you a question. When I said that I was not enjoying Arsenal games, or when I said that Arsenal are not playing good football, do you think that was banter?
It wasn't banter now.
It's banter now.
How is it banter?
I'm telling you that I'm taking it as banter.
But no, it's not banter.
That right there is the problem.
So because
why would you say that's banter?
You are not listening to my.
I'm making an observation about what I'm watching about your team.
He's not listening.
You're telling me it's banter.
He's not listening to me. See, you want to make me contradict myself, and I'm telling you, and I'm saying it. I'm saying with facts. Go to my page. And go and watch my videos. I have been calling out performances before you said Arsenal game was ass.
You keep talking about.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Me and you have this conversation on a daily basis.
Because we banter each other.
What's the banter? Oh my God, do you know what banter is? Look, let me tell you something. When we're having this conversation, there was nothing to banter Arsenal about because you guys were winning every week.
And I told you that.
There was nothing to banter.
I told you that. Whenever I make an observation which is
about Whenever I make an observation
just
about
chilling right
team
now.
that is not
I'm
playing
chilling.
well, automatically
I'm
it's better.
chilling.
So I cannot
I'm
have
chilling.
an objective observation about a team I'm
You're a
watching.
Manchester United fan.
So you are saying
It's
so,
watch Arsenal all the time.
it doesn't matter.
Should I say something?
It's for the
Arsenal.
result.
Should I say
I'm not
something?
watching your performance. I'm touching the result. It doesn't mean that you guys are not playing well.
Should I be
I
honest?
cannot see
Should
that you're
I
not
be
playing
honest
well.
with you?
What does it watching have to do with anything?
Hey, kid, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest in everything I was going to right now.
Oh my.
There's a
Let's- again, let's move on.
hold
I'm
on. There's a
saying, let's
defensive
move on.
side to your argument, and I'm gonna be honest with you. When we're saying it, you did not see it from where we're coming from.
That's all I am saying.
You saw it
That
as
is all I am saying.
You saw it as an attack.
Yes, and it's not.
And
Which
it was
is banter.
and genuinely it was not.
Like,
though.
oh no.
So no,
I want to ask.
It's
So
not
you guys,
banter.
It was
you
not-
guys,
it was
you
not
guys,
banter.
You tell me
You guys
all
are
the time.
funny.
Let me
You
tell
guys
you
are
something.
funny.
If somebody tells me that under
No,
Amorim,
you can't-
the
you
Manchester
guys-
United
you
is
guys
out,
are-
do you think I will take it as banter?
You guys are really funny.
I'm not
You guys,
attacking you.
no. You guys are really funny.
I'm not attacking
You guys are really
you.
funny.
It's not.
Because what you guys are saying, see, and there's
And
Again,
there's
let's-
record
it's
for
easier-
this.
it's
There's
easier-
easier to see it.
There's evidence to
When
back
the
up
results
everything
are
that I'm
not
saying.
coming your way.
There is
I'm a
evidence
Barcelona
to
fan
back
too.
up everything that I've been saying. There's enough evidence, and I keep saying it.
Agreed. Let's
But
move
you
on.
can't- but
When
you
we
can't-
talk
agreed, let's move
personally
on.
off camera, when we talk personally off camera, right?
Yeah.
What I say compared to what I actually say on camera,
Yeah.
right? Which one would you hold?
I'm holding you by what me and you are talking about in person. My
And I'm
conversation
telling you
with
that
you.
what we talk about in person, I'm telling you right now that when we watch a game of when we're watching an Arsenal game together, right? I'm a passionate fan. You are sitting down there watching the game with me. I'm assuming that any comment you're making is
So
that of
that
banter.
is the problem.
You get what I'm saying? So
Admit
if you
that you
tell
are
me,
jumping
so
the
if
gun.
you tell me that, oh, this game is us. I'm watching the game as an Arsenal fan, right? I'm not enjoying the game, but you tell me that the game is us. As an Arsenal fan, my pride is on the line. Because of banter. Listen, let me finish.
It's never that freaking deep.
For me, it's deep. That's the
No,
problem.
it's never that fucking deep.
okay,
Because
okay.
ultimately it's the result. No matter ultimately it's the result.
I will tell you right there and then that this game is not happening to entertain you.
What you are saying,
Right.
in essence,
However, and
is that you
listen,
cannot
at
be
the end of-
objective
at
when
the
you are
end-
watching the game.
No,
That's
no,
what you
no.
are saying.
No,
Because
no,
why would you?
Okay,
why
okay,
would you know?
okay.
Why would you know that you are
Should
not
I be
enjoying the
honest with you
game?
guys?
But you come and tell me
Should
that
I be
what I'm
honest
saying
with
that
you
you are
guys?
telling me.
I'm
If
listening.
I was watching the game with an Arsenal fan, right, I will be objective with the Arsenal fan because
Okay.
I know
Okay,
that
my point then.
I know that Arsenal fan is not trying to banter me. I'll tell him. this
So
game is
just
us.
say that you
I don't
cannot
like
be
the way we are
objective
playing.
when you are watching an Arsenal game. Just say that. Let's move on.
someone else.
Let's just say that. Let's move on.
Okay,
Because
you know
let
what?
me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Manuel.
Hold on. Let me say this.
No.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick.
I
Let
will
me tell you
not
something.
accept it.
Emmanuel, you know what?
Hold on.
I want to tell you one
Let me
thing.
say- let me tell you
No, this is outside what we are talking about. It's like this conversation is already getting like personal. We are actually like deviating from the concept of
It's not
what we're
personal.
trying
No,
to say.
You are not- it's not just
I've
understanding where I'm
stayed
coming
talking
from.
about
But
Arsenal.
this is like
I've
between
stayed
you
talking
guys.
about Arsenal.
We're trying to talk
Arsenal
about
only.
like Arsenal as a whole. We're talking about like all the clubs as a whole, like holistically. We're trying to talk about like what is going on in the football thing. This is not something going on within us. So I
Yes.
think you guys are already deviating.
No, we are
I'm going-
not.
Oh,
No, we are not
are.
because we are still
We
sticking
are.
to Arsenal. We are still sticking. All I'm saying is this. Not every. Matter of fact, I'm surprised that you are saying that when I give you what I think about Arsenal, you think it's banter. I don't understand how that is banter. You've told me multiple times that United are ass. Have I ever told you that it's
I'm
banter?
bantering you guys.
But it's not banter because it's an objectively true statement.
That's
So
the
I'm
thing.
not going to take it as banter because I'm a Manchester
Boali-
United fan.
Boali-
Whether I'm watching the fan with an Arsenal, whether I'm watching the game with an Arsenal fan
Boali,
or a Barca
I agree
fan
with you.
or anybody.
I agree with you. This, in my opinion, has crossed onto
Yeah,
a
yeah,
personal.
it's co- I
it
think
has
I-
crossed onto
yeah,
a personal.
yeah,
to a
I
personal
think it has
thing.
crossed, yeah,
And
so
there's no point.
I think
there's
we
no
should slow
point
it down.
carrying on this argument because
Oh,
you
I've
never
been saying
understand
that since the
what
past
I'm
15
saying.
minutes that let's
Wait,
move
wait,
on.
wait, wait,
I've been
wait.
saying that
There's no
since.
You
point.
don't talk now. You don't talk now.
There's no
Let's
point.
move on. I don't mind.
Yeah,
I've
okay,
made
we
my
have to
point.
move on.
I'm
Okay,
good.
okay.
Let's
we
move on.
gotta
I've
move
said
on.
it
We
the
gotta
entire
move on.
time.
We gotta move on right now. So we got one more thing to talk about. Yeah. We got like the Real Madrid game with the Bayern game, and we have to like, just get into like the whole Vinicius, Mbappe, the hierarchy in Real Madrid. The whole thing. Like, I'll let you have that. Yeah, we need to move from Arsenal right now.
Ah,
We talked about Liverpool.
whenever-
We talked about all the games.
whenever we talk about Arsenal, it's always
It's a lot. It's a lot.
it's always a lot.
I know,
And
let's
for
just
me,
We
it's,
done
it's,
Liverpool, we done
it's becoming
Barcelona.
really exhausting. I'm going to be
I
100%.
wonder why.
I'm going to be 100%. Certain.
I wonder why.
A closing statement on this. And I'm going to say this intentionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
All season, I've been calling out the performances. I've been saying in certain games, get the job done, be professional, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said it earlier that I want to prioritize getting the 3 points before being entertained, because obviously there's the PTSD and everything. And I'm also doubling down that in as much as if I'm watching a game with who I perceive it's watching with me, right? I am going to acknowledge everything you say as banter.
Even when
and
it is not.
replicate. Now, whether it is or it is not.
Conclude.
I'm concluding.
Let's just move
I don't want him
on.
to interrupt. So
Let's move
whether
on.
it is banter or not, that is left to be seen. I'm just saying, as an Arsenal fan, right? That's what I would always do, right?
Okay.
If I'm watching a game with an Arsenal fan, I have Arsenal fans that we analyze the
And we
game
move on
with,
to the next
and there's
topic.
record every single time we talk about the game. We voice out how displeased we are about the performances, and that has reflected in every single one of my videos, every single one of my page. On my page, you can check it out to see for yourself. Now, moving on to the Real Madrid game, right?
Yeah.
So Real Madrid versus Bayern Leverkusen. I think at some point during that game, I thought that because of the way
second leg?
the second leg, because of the way Real Madrid were playing, I thought that it was going to be a case of being Real Madrid and the Champions League heritage.
The nostalgia of like
Do you understand? What they are doing, because it did look like it was going to be one of that kind of
hard.
games.
I won't lie.
They came in really hard, right? And I'm still of the opinion that if Camavinga didn't get that red card,
They probably would have.
the game would probably have ended in a different way than
probably
it ended.
extra time, yeah.
Do you understand? And I think Real Madrid being Real Madrid, they could have,
But
could have qualified.
It shows where coaching comes in. Think about like the times that like before was Flick, when we used to like get red cards, or whenever we get red cards, like the team falls apart and they beat us. But recently, like after even we get red cards, it's the way we still like still
Play.
contain the game.
I think
Regardless of the red
Point
card.
of correction.
Now, this
whenever you guys have collected a red card against Flick, you guys do not win.
No, we don't win. Oh, listen to me.
And I don't think Madrid played. I don't
but
think
listen
they
to
necessarily
me. No.
fell apart.
But they failed because, bro.
No,
they
they considered
leading.
2 goals.
They considered 2 goals.
I get.
But I'm saying-
First of all, understand that the second goal they considered was basically the last kick of the game. That's one thing.
Okay,
2,
first.
when we are playing against a team. Okay, let's start from here. Madrid and Bayern, who was supposedly the better team before the game even started.
Bayern.
Okay, so when Madrid get a red card and they concede 2 goals, is it that shocking? It's not really
shocking,
a case
it's not
of
shocking,
they
it's not
fell apart. Naturally, when you are one man down against a team that you are naturally underdogs against, you are probably going to lose. Is the way it works. Barca played against Chelsea, got a red card in the first half, lost the game 3-0, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Same thing against PSG, same thing against Atletico Madrid. So I don't think
That's actually
it's
crazy,
a
like,
case
that trend is
of
pissing me the
Madrid
fuck off.
fell
That
apart.
trend, it
They were
really
playing
irritates
against
me.
a team that
For
was
Barcelona.
probably
Yeah, a red card every time. I don't want that to be my excuse for losing the game anymore. To be honest, I want to actually say game.
Honestly, I think
it's
out of all the quarterfinal fixtures, that game was the most entertaining.
it was
for obvious
actually,
reasons.
It was.
I think Bayern Munich are a very well tactically drilled team, and they have amazing players. Like they have wild cards everywhere. If you have Harry Kane, Olise, players like Kimmich, Luis Diaz. It's very underrated.
Bro,
and there's something unique about that front three, though, that I might say might be a
Everybody
little
can
bit
use the
controversial.
ball.
It's not even about that. They all have
Premier League.
Premier League experience. So, like, if you really think about it, right? the whole African League experience. They are
That's
very,
true.
they are
Can I say
very
something?
strong.
Can I say something?
They are very tenacious,
Can I say something?
and they are extremely technical.
Can I say something?
Wait now.
Do you know who allowed them do that? Because they left the fucking Premier League.
Yes.
Because if they were
Also,
in Premier
personally,
League,
I don't think it has anything to do with Premier League experience.
hold
There-
on.
there's also-
PSG being case in points.
They will push them to be tracking back.
Hold on,
They
hold
will
Yes.
be telling them to do some unnecessary things that a proper
But they do,
footballer
but
should
they
not be
do,
doing.
but they do track back.
they-
under
I'm not
the
saying
Bayern
they don't.
system.
But okay, hold on. I have a problem with the fact that we are crediting.
Premier League
Hold
thing.
on, I have a problem
They
with
saw-
I'm not.
Gem.
We're not crediting it. I'm just saying it's an observation. It's not. I'm not crediting anything.
I don't know that. See, let me tell you something. Personally, I don't know that I care so much about that because, in my opinion, the most technical team in the world right now is PSG. Guess what? They probably have the hardest walking forwards in the world.
they're not
Varaskelia presses
Premier League
like
players.
a maniac.
Dembele press.
We know how much Dembele runs.
So I'm going to ask you guys a
We know
question.
how,
I'm,
like-
I'm going to ask you guys a
Ask your
question.
question.
Soxin, you first. PSG Bayern. Who do you think is going to qualify in that game?
PSG. For
I'm
sure.
on the side of PSG. I personally,
I'm on the side
so
of
this is how I
PSG
think
as
about this. Is how I think about it.
I'm actually on the-
I think
I
think
get that.
PSG are a slightly better team than Bayern. Why?
Slightly?
Because
No.
I think I don't think it's
It's not
all,
slightly. It's not slightly.
okay. That's debatable, but either ways, we both think that PSG
it's
are
slightly
better.
actually.
But this is my issue.
only thing they have,
I think
like-
Bayern have a really strong. I don't think PSG's attack is necessarily better than Bayern's attack. I don't think so. But I think PSG are a better game management team.
Also,
than
like,
Bayern.
a holistic
that Madrid
team.
game was a basketball game. In my opinion,
That
that
game
is
pissed
a
me off.
game that if they play that exact same time, a different time,
Madrid
Bayern will not win that game.
Madrid will win the game.
The
yeah.
first leg, Madrid missed so many opportunities. It was end to end. It was a basketball game. No control. I've never watched at least the Enrique version of PSG. I don't watch them play basketball games in the Champions League.
Oh, they have.
When-
They played the basketball game against Aston Villa.
Oh,
They
yeah,
did.
Aston Villa.
Okay,
Aston
you are
Villa.
right about that. I'll give you that. Yeah,
They
you are
play
right about
basketball
that. Yeah,
games
you are right
in
about
their.
that.
They play
Think
basketball.
about
They play basketball games in their league all the time.
No,
They
No.
do. They do.
no.
They do.
Okay,
You know-
anyways,
you know
I'm
they
speaking
don't
about
have
Champions
that
League.
league
Anyways, I'm speaking about the Champions League.
Oh, even
You
in
are
the
right, I'll
Champions
give you
League, in the
a
group
full-
stages,
think
there were a
about
lot of games that
They
were
didn't play
basketball
any
games.
basketball game against Liverpool. They didn't play it against Inter Milan. They didn't play it against Arsenal. They didn't play it against Liverpool last season, the first leg. Liverpool did dominate one leg. They dominated the other leg. But my point overall is that PSG are a very, very good game management team. I think they are better at managing games than Bayern. So I will give them the edge from that perspective. So if you ask me, I think PSG wins. But they are close
Do you know that
enough
PSG
in talent
beat Bayern
and
earlier?
when results shift.
I
Do you know
don't know
this-
that
do you know
I
both
wish I
teams?
have
Do you know both teams played earlier in the Champions League this season?
PSG and Bayern. What?
Bayern won.
Stop
Bayern had a
giving,
red card
stop
in that game.
giving,
And they won.
stop paying too much attention to
No.
group stage
So
games.
you
Trust me,
I'm not paying too much.
It's not going to matter
I'm not
in the
paying too
semi-final.
much attention to the game. I'm
Okay,
just
all I'm
telling you,
saying.
the game is the game. See, whether you try to pay too much attention or not, that game happened.
Remember when Arsenal beat PSG in the first leg of
That
the Champions
game,
in Champions League last season?
You can't look at
Remember
football
what
like that.
happened
You
in-
can't look at football. But Ali, what's the issue?
So this one's 1 minute something. I'm kind of like,
It's okay. Just don't worry. Don't worry. It's all covered. It's all covered.
okay, cool. I'm just trying to make sure.
All I'm saying is this. Personally, I don't think teams. It's a little bit like basketball in a way. When teams play in basketball in the regular season, usually there's a lot of tactics, adjustments that people don't use in the regular season. Why? Is the regular season. We are not trying to review your hand completely.
I get you,
You
and I
don't
agree
do
with
that
you.
until the
But
playoffs.
you cannot
And I think
also. I agree with you, but you can't discredit the fact that that match happened. You see, two things can be true.
It can be true now, but
Yes,
like,
that game
but we've
was
seen-
not a serious game.
Okay, but what is now
yet, that game happened, and we can take clues from that game as to what we think might likely
Yeah.
happen in the other game. Now, I'm not saying because of that game, Bayern Munich are definitely going to beat PSG. This semi-final game is going to be over 2 legs. But one thing I did notice from that previous game was Bayern Munich won that game with a red card. Now, there is no pressure situation as far as the group stage is concerned than that you are playing the defending champions and you got a red card and you still win. So in terms of game management, Bayern Munich can manage a game because they got the red
Fair
card.
enough.
at the end of the first half, Luis Diaz got a red card. It's okay. Luis Diaz got a red card at the end of the first half, and they still managed to win the game 2-1, right? So yes, it happened in the group stage. It probably, there was no really pressure, or PSG probably, but yada. That is fine. That is also true. Now, in light of this semi-final match, in my opinion, right? And you are right to say you think PSG will go through. I think Bayern Munich, will go through because I just feel like these players, judging by what I've seen so far, just like he said, and I'm supporting his point, they look like they are well oiled together.
The Bayern
yeah, as a team.
But the way they played in Madrid was not convincing.
Yeah,
because it's
basketball
Madrid.
game.
Because it's Madrid. So think about this.
Convincing
Madrid will always. This is Madrid, unless you're Arsenal. Arsenal just has a way of Madrid will always force you to play that way. Think about it.
Yeah,
Think about it. When the last 2 seasons ago, when Madrid played Man City, that very good Man City team. Madrid didn't really play anything again, but they won.
They didn't play anything.
Madrid would always rely on individual ability. See, when you have someone like Vinicius Junior running at you, they just play one long ball, and that's all it takes. Mbappe is charging at you. They have a lot of individual brilliance team in that team, Bellingham, that can cause chaos to any team. The game that you guys went to play was in the US, Barcelona Real Madrid. It was a basketball game. Madrid will always force a basketball game. Bro, even when they had the likes of Ronaldo, when they play Bayern, it will always be like that. They will score,
Not
you will score.
Because if anything,
maybe not all the time.
Against Madrid is that they don't even play shit and they manage to win.
That's the thing. So when you are playing against Madrid, right? Madrid will always be Madrid. That's my point. You see, you can only try. You want to control every. Wait, let me land. You want to control every element. You can control every element to the 80th minute, and you just start scoring. That's Madrid. They won't play anything all game, and they will make it a basketball game for the last 10 minutes, calling on the spirit of Madrid. That is what they rely on, and it's okay. But Bayern Munich, in the round of 16, do you know how much they beat? Was it Atalanta?
Yeah, 6-0 or 6-1
in the first leg,
something like that. Mm-hmm.
I think the aggregate score of that game was like 10 something. That's a serious team. A very serious team. Whether people would like to admit it or not. An extremely serious team.
The way they opened up with Madrid was not convincing.
Yes.
But they opened up so much.
Oh, did you guys... Does Barca open up against
Anyways,
Madrid?
I'm just really looking forward to that.
I wish I had.
When is the game, by the way?
Bro, if I had a striker, bro.
Not next week, the week after. I think
I'm
20,
really looking
29.
forward to that game because I think it will be a very, very
It'll be a blockbuster.
It will be an interesting game.
Who is at home first?
PSG.
PSG have to win.
It'll be a blockbuster.
But
PSG have to win the first.
Are we looking forward to the Atletico Madrid Arsenal game?
Hell nah. That's around Derby.
That's a stalemate.
Hell to the fuck no. I'm not looking forward to that game, bro.
I saw a tweet on Twitter. Somebody posted an image. No. It's not about the beard. It's about the game states. Almost like when took a screenshot of the.
But I would like to.
Wait. It's almost like
let me tell you one thing.
It was almost like the person took a screenshot of the game states. all the Atletico Madrid players were in their box, and all the Arsenal players were in their house. Nobody wants to attack.
But you know one thing, I want to notice I did in this January transfer, bro. You have Griezmann, you have Alvarez, and you have Lookman.
Mm-hmm.
It is one thing they have over Arsenal that I know.
It's attack.
I won't lie to you. I don't know about like the midfield to the back.
Don't worry.
You see that Arsenal have the back.
I would deploy
the midfield, whatever. I don't know.
Bali. I would deploy Saka, Eze, and
bro, you see that attack?
Jesus.
If they see a chance, they will fuck you up. That's all I tell you. You know, the time we met them, Lookman was not there. Griezmann, Anthony was still like.
Alvarez played the game of his life that game. He hit the bar. He carried that team.
I know, but it was only Alvarez that time. But now, Griezmann is in form.
So Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Grizzlies is
I
like
agree with you.
he's in a very good
Are
form.
you
He's like-
sure? Because
I-
it seemed like he was playing against that game that we watched together.
the first
I think it was La
leg- the
Liga
first
game.
leg- the
It
first
seemed like
leg-
he was playing against Atletico.
No,
that
the
game.
first leg.
I mean, you won't always be on his A game or
Even the
all
second
game.
leg, now you do that.
I mean, I
pass.
know Griezmann is a big game player.
Bro,
Anyway,
no,
so
it was the one that
it's
did that
probably
pass
not
that
sure.
made them scores in that second leg. No, Griezmann, he doesn't even need much. He's still a big baller. They now have Alvarez and Lookman. Lookman's that's what I'm saying. He's a different
But you know
game
what
now.
the irony
Now,
is? That
you
game
guys
has
don't
been
have
more
the same
entertaining
thing to
than the
counter them
PSG game.
in front. Because Simeone is already a defensive nigga. He has a son that is ready to die for him on the pitch, running behind you guys.
So let's not even let's.
I don't want to talk too much. I'm just saying, like,
what's your prediction for that across both legs?
Bro,
What's your
across
prediction?
both legs,
Who
bro.
qualifies?
That
Who
would
gets
be-
to the
I'm
final?
predicting PSG and Atletico.
but I want see.
What's the reason for predicting PSG and Atletico? I mean,
Because-
for Atl-
but
I
so-
mean PSG
should I-
obviously.
should I
but
say
Atletico-
something?
I already
Should I say
said-
Should I say the reason why I think Atletico will like try is because you guys don't try in the attacking phase of the game. That's the issue I have with Arsenal. If I could see some like
But I'm playing against Atletico, not Barcelona.
I know
I don't need to
I still
be
I know you
the
don't
best
have
attacking
to,
unit.
But that's the thing. You don't have to be the best attacking, but they also don't have to be like the extremely best. But like if they see that one chance, they can do it because they have like very like clinical people. 3, Lookman, Alvarez, and Griezmann. They have 3 exceptional attackers that can actually like bury the game with half chances.
I agree with you.
Do you understand what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
with you. But what do you what
But you
can
guys don't
speak-
have that.
Can we speak to
You have a
Arsenal's
good
defense?
I know. No, I can speak to other Arsenal defense, but I've seen it against Bournemouth. I've seen it against Southampton. I've seen it against Wolves. So it's like I get that you guys have an amazing defense, but trust me, if Wolves can beat you, Bournemouth can beat you, or like they can draw you or whatever. Sometimes they can win you.
I don't.
I know you cannot like football is not 2 plus 2 score to 4.
I don't like. Yes, I don't like that.
Football is not 2 plus 2 score to 4. What I'm saying is just that
because
You are vulnerable.
no. What I'm saying is that regardless,
any team is vulnerable.
there's always going to be like a vulnerability there. Me too. Like that second leg, like I beat them 3-0. They did not score against me like in Copa del Rey now, right? But they found a way to just come in one goal and they just sucked it in. They have that chance to like whenever they decide to attack, they have people that can actually
So long as
bury a
short,
game.
so long as short, over 2 legs, you're predicting Atletico Madrid will go through.
I like
To be honest with you, I think that
the only
tie
reason
is a
why I'm
very
doing that
close
is
tie.
because I see those 3 attackers. Those guys are like world class boys.
Lookman is world class.
I look to your front. I see
Lookman
Saka,
is world class.
I see Gyökeres and I see Martinelli or Trossard. I'm not stressed. I think Lookman has showed himself. Like at least last year Europa final, he did it an hat-trick. That's not Vince. He beat.
So I want to ask
he
you a
beat
question.
Leverkusen.
I want to ask you a question.
Lookman is good.
I want to ask you a question. Lookman against Timber. You think it's going to be a walk in the park for Lookman?
But do you know that it's not
No,
like
I'm just. You see, let wait now.
football is not like that.
The-
Because
I
if he
wait
scores,
now.
it might not be facing
Boy,
Lookman.
Wale.
Okay, I'm
There's no
listening.
need to overcomplicate this issue. I'm just
Yeah.
asking a simple question.
Oh yeah,
You can score
it's
from.
going to have
You
a
can
tough time.
be. Do you
It's
understand?
going to have a tough time.
So Lookman on the right hand side, we have Timber and Saliba. Lookman against Timber and Saliba. Do you think it's going to be easy for Lookman?
It won't be easy, 100%.
Right? So you agree?
But once they throw ball behind
Simeone,
him-
wait now.
Okay.
Simeone on the other side, Calafiori and Magalhaes. Do you think it's going to be easy for him?
because it's not even trying to dribble, he's just
I
running.
think that out of all the attackers, right, the only attacker that I feel would cause the maximum damage and cause Arsenal a lot of problems is Alvarez. You see, Griezmann, not so much. You know why? Wait now.
He plays deep. It's like
He
he's playing
play,
like,
and that's fine because he's not even troubling the defense. So we have someone like Declan Rice to match him. Griezmann is playing his final season at Atletico Madrid. He's not as athletic as you are praising him to be. This is someone that doesn't really have the legs and he's playing against a very physical midfield. You have someone like Declan Rice running with Griezmann.
Only.
That's going to be a problem for Griezmann, whether you want to admit it or not, right?
know.
I get your point about saying, oh, Arsenal defense. And one thing that I feel like you guys often miss is Arsenal defense is not only the defense. I hope you know. Arsenal's defense is every single player.
I mean, that's what you guys are lacking in attack, though.
And wait now, that which is speaking to your point that when it comes to our attack, we don't seem like we have the bite at the moment, and I agree with you. So I saw a stat today. Bukayo Saka has created 52 chances. Majority of those chances have been set piece corners, right? Because someone now quoted the tweet and said, "Why would someone like Bukayo Saka create 52 chances and then what is Gyökeres doing with all the chances?" And I'm like, do people actually watch games or they're just choosing to forget? Because most of the chances that Bukayo Saka has been creating has been from corners. The second person with the highest number of chances created in Arsenal team is Declan Rice. From corners, right? So, whether we like to admit it or not, whether I like it, whether I'm enjoying it or not, Arsenal create chances or attack
From
in so many ways. Now the question is, do Atletico Madrid have the facility
to block
block the many ways in which, because we have long throws. Now listen. So no, listen. I'm not balling. I'm not.
I know you're not like.
Saying that I'm proud of it.
You're not hyping it. I know you're not.
I'm saying. I'm just saying that that's what the reality is.
Yeah,
that's what the reality is at the moment. So at the end of the day, when we watch football, right? Are we watching it from the sense of, oh, this team, they don't have this attacking, but yet they were top of the Champions League. They are top of the league. How are they not attacking and still top? Wait. Boali, wait. I know where you're going, right? And I'm only saying this because I'm including the Champions League because at least in the Champions League, and Anthony Gordon said it. If you remember that interview where he said, when they play in the Champions League, it doesn't feel like they're playing some kind of robotic football. They're actually playing actual football because people actually come to play in the Champions League. Yet, Arsenal, with all their around football, and we still played that goddamn bloody freaking around football in the Champions League, we were first.
Until you meet.
Do you understand? And we're in the semi-final.
Yeah.
Whether we played Leverkusen,
that's why, like,
Lisbon, whatever.
I'm kind of like, I'm not like really convinced that Atletico is going to beat you. The reason why I think Atletico is going to beat you guys is because, like, okay, I see that they've added like more attackers, but like they have Simeone, like the running behind guy. They added like from the time they played you guys, they've added like more to their games.
Yeah,
so that's what I've seen. It.
Fine. They added at the modern Lookman. Cool. I'm not disputing that. But Ali, I'm saying
it's cool. I know you guys can see
what lens are you looking at a team in attack? See, here's what I'm going to tell you. And I've said it countless times on this pod, especially on this particular episode. Something Arteta is doing. When Pep came to Premier League, he revolutionized.
Arteta cannot do that.
He's already doing it though.
Nobody can brag.
With
the way everybody's complaining, he can't.
Boale, wait now. Should you let me land? Wait. See, something is happening before your eyes and you don't realize it.
I see.
I don't think it is. I know where you're going, and I don't.
Let me tell you what is happening. Boale, wait now. Let me finish. Allow me cook. Now, Arteta, especially this season, there's been an emphasis on Arsenal. It's only corner kick. See how they are. See their corner kick routine. See how they are squeezing the goalkeeper. See why are they doing long throw? Slots. Complain. Guess what? Every team, even Manchester United, they are playing corner kicks the same way Arsenal are playing. There's one person on the keeper.
We are not playing the same way.
Wait, you are playing a variation of it. You are playing and I'll bring out various clips of somebody on the keeper. The only team that is not playing is Man City. Pep is sticking to his style of play. Every other team in the Premier League is now doing long. Every other team in the Premier League. Listen. Every other team in the Premier League is now playing. Is now trying to. So when I say Arteta is making his mark on the game, it's not in the sense because when Pep came, it was tiki-taka, let's play from the back, all of that. That was it. Now, the thing about adopting Pep's style of play is you can't fully adopt the style of play because you don't have the players for it. Period. You can only take from the game and try to apply it. That's why you see.
buy the right players,
That's why you saw teams like Burnley that came from second. They are trying to play from the back. Why? Why are you trying to play from the back? You don't have the players for it. They relegated back. Correct? They tried it. Even teams like Everton, why are you playing now from the back? That's why I respect coaches like Sean Dyche. Doesn't care. Move the ball. Play that set piece. That's what they know. Right? But teams tried it. What am I trying to say? You cannot fully copy it. But whether you like it or not, you will move towards it one way or the other because you are seeing it work. Wait, when you see something work every week, the tendency is for you to incorporate it into your game.
Do you know what I want to say about
and
this?
the slot has been doing it with Liverpool.
Okay.
When you cannot win the normal way you want to win, you would try to.
So this is the thing. If I talk sometimes, it will be seen as Arsenal 8. It will be seen as
no.
But do you remember when I can't remember who started this argument, but the person accused Arsenal of that around corner kick method. Arsenal fans were like, we are not the ones that started it. It was Bournemouth against us.
Brentford.
It was Brentford. Now, we are here talking about Arsenal revolutionizing the Premier League with the same corner kick that when it was brought up that Arteta tired this thing, you guys said he's not also, he's Brentford. Now, the same thing you are proud of. Sometimes, if I talk, it seems like I'm 18. I'm not saying this for an argument. I say I'm tired.
No. I have a response to what he said.
Okay.
So now, here's the thing. The reason why Arsenal fans bring that up is because it wasn't Brentford. It wasn't just Brentford, right? This thing happened. This thing that I mentioned.
This corner kick has started like since Stoke City days. The last.
Listen. It's not even, we're not even going to go as far back as that. But what he mentioned is 2020/2021 season when Brentford played I think it was a long throw, and they held on to Leno or Ramsdale, and they scored. That was scenario one. The second scenario was Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz scored a corner. He scored a corner directly. And the reason why I scored was because I'm not sure if it was Tyrone Mings. Somebody held on to Ramsdale. Like, he literally held him from moving, and the ball entered the net. That was scenario two. There was another scenario, I think it was against Everton, where they did the same thing. They pinned our goalkeeper down, right? So you can see it's not just Brentford. It was Brentford, Aston Villa, and one other time. I'll dig it up. What Arsenal did after that was they hired a set-piece coach. Now, so here's the thing. Set-piece. If I'm a set-piece coach, right, and I'm hired into a job, I'm brought into a job, I would look. You study the patterns. You study what has been working. You try to study the loopholes, right? Oh, this thing happened against us, and it wasn't a foul. Why don't we take advantage of it? That was what it looked like. The guy did. That's why if you think if you're talking about set pieces now and surrounding the keeper, you attribute it to Arsenal because that is what we are predominantly doing. But when we talk about we didn't start it because we suffered it so many times against various teams who unknowingly did it, not as a tactic, but you want to score. You just find yourself in a situation whereby you are just holding the keeper and they don't happen to blow. So it's permissible that you can actually block the keeper. Why not capitalize on it? Do you understand? It's almost like an eureka moment. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's to address what he said. But what I'm not trying to say is now, right? Of course it is. But what you find now is a lot of teams are not doing it.
I genuinely don't want to go back and forth on this again. But your explanation is correct, but it misses the point. Because the point that was made when the argument happened a few weeks ago was that Arsenal made this thing a thing. Like, they made it a thing. Their response was, we were not the first to do it. Look, you gave us a couple of... Hold on.
It's okay.
Hold on.
A lot of Arsenal fans
wait, hold on. You gave us a couple of examples.
I'm telling you my POV.
Hold on. You gave us a couple of examples that shows that, this team did it first. Personally, I don't care because we are not tracking every single game that happened. Who knows? Somebody did it in China. Someone did it in fucking Mexico. I don't know who did it first, and I don't care about who did it first because who did it first is hard to track. How do I know who the fuck did it first? Maybe Douglas Luiz saw somebody in Brazil and then decided to replicate it in the Premier League. I'm not concerned about who did it first. But what the argument was then was Arsenal made it a thing.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, but Arsenal fans clearly did not agree at the time.
Oh, that's them.
Okay,
I'm not speaking for Arsenal fans. I'm just speaking based on what I
address.
I mean, we're good right now. Let's leave this Arsenal.
Let's talk about. Let's
leave. Arsenal City. That's the game of the weekend.
I said to God, you know what we should do?
We'll split it into two.
Once we're done with like. I mean, as Man City, I think we should like wait till like the game is done.
No, we need to give a preview of the game
what
now.
do you think?
So I have a take on the game.
But there's one thing first. Okay. Now let's talk about the game first. I'll say what I want to say.
So this is my thing.
I think we just talk about our prediction for the most part.
Like you give
and
a
tell us
preview
why we think it is.
Okay, so this is my
No
thing.
over talking this time.
So this is my thing with the game, right? I think that on form right now, Man City are the better team.
Yeah.
They've beaten Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea in the space of 3 weeks without conceding a goal, which tells me a lot because whether we've thought that Man City are a good team or a bad team, the one thing that we have always agreed on is the fact that they are not defensively a good team, but they are keeping clean sheets now, which is an improvement on how they've been the entire season.
Against the so-called best team of the league.
Yes. So now this is what I will say. We all can also agree that Arteta has a propensity to be conservative and sometimes defend when he does not have to defend. Without a shadow of doubt, Arsenal winning the game effectively wins the league for them. If they draw the game, they are in the driving seat to win the league. They've not won it yet, but they probably will win it. If they lose the game, Man City might win it. What I will say is this, and this is what I'm going to end with.
So we'll go for it.
If Arteta plays not to lose the game, he is going to lose.
I agree.
And this is my fear.
He knows that. I think
and this is my fear for Arsenal. And I'm saying this as a resident, apparently, Arsenal hater. Look, I swear to God, for you, I'm not bantering this time. I'm serious. I am scared for Arsenal because if they go too conservative, Man City might beat them in a way that would destroy their self-esteem.
No, it pisses me off so much that like
so
a team.
Please,
there's one thing about like
be too conservative.
A team going into a tie to go and be conservative is like. Do you have are you a big team? Like, why would you go into a tie and like you want to play like an underdog? It's like it screams.
Please don't.
It screams. It's disgusting to me. No matter how bad I will ever be in my lifetime as a Barcelona fan, if my team ever goes into a team like and they're playing like they're a bitch, I don't want to be supporting that type of team. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm sorry. I'm not digressing. No.
You are
like,
disgusted over something that hasn't happened yet.
it has been happening. Are you joking?
But this one hasn't happened yet.
No, I'm saying like no. That's what we've seen over time.
Anyway,
Yes.
So that's what I expect.
It doesn't matter
If you
that's
guys
what's going to
go
happen.
conservative,
Bro,
remember that
every
form-
time Liverpool, you guys go
remember that 4-1
conservative. You
win?
can beat Liverpool if you
Man City
actually
Arsenal.
went out.
that might
You
be
did
the
not.
result again.
So
I'm telling
can
you,
I
just-
can I
Yes.
It
can
happened
Go ahead.
It happened in Carabao Cup now.
Yeah.
I can I
You guys
Go
did
ahead,
not go
go
to
ahead.
win. You went to like
Can I
contain the
talk?
game.
Can I
go
talk?
and win
Yeah,
now.
talk.
Can I talk? I unfortunately, even as an Arsenal fan, I agree with everything you guys have said. However, one thing I'm not going to do is talk as though, what we fear has already happened. Now, I'm saying this with a very clear mind. If, just like Soxen said, if Arsenal goes to that game, and here's the thing, I don't think that, and I hope that I'm right. I don't think that Arteta would approach this game not to lose.
I hope so.
And I said I hope. That's why I said I hope that I am right, because at the end of the day, we are all going to see the performance. We're all going to see, the tactics. We're all going to see what is going to happen on the day. And me personally, I'm leaning towards what Thierry Henry said, and I agree with him 100%.
Show me the fire.
So, because if you guys have been noticing my tweet of recent, I feel like I've been saying, and I've been very vocal. In my opinion, I feel like Arteta has been talking too much of recent. For someone who hasn't won the league, you're trying to win the league. I get it.
I hate this.
I feel like
I hate this Shakespearean.
I feel like he's been talking too much. You've been in this situation so many times in the
Honestly,
past.
I don't think I'm talking too much, to be honest. Because he's an interview. He has to take interviews.
He said like
No. So your choice of you don't have to be dramatic or be about. What do you mean by?
Bro, he doesn't know English.
You know what's crazy about that sentence when he was talking about fire? You talked about fire and you went to go and do that against Sporting.
So that leads me to my point.
Yeah, that was
right?
crazy.
You want to play against Manchester City. There is no need to be coming out and saying fire. The game before the game at Bournemouth, he was talking about bring your lunch, bring your dinner, bring your. Last season it was what was he even saying? Come early, come with your this one, and every single time it's been a disappointing performance. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I'm not making a mockery of his light bulb, whatever. We only know about that because of the documentary.
I know.
If other coaches use similar methods, we'll never know. Wait, no. That is because you. That's because you saw it. Who knows what Anzefik is saying in the dressing room?
No.
We don't know because we don't have visibility.
So we'll just talk about the one we know.
I'm not going to. So it's easy. It's easy to mock Arteta because of that. That's one thing I will not accept. However,
yeah, we know. It's better material.
what I'm saying is, Arsenal. One thing is obvious and one thing is clear. If they approach that game and don't take that game as a game of their lives, this is a game where
to win the league.
It's a game where you know that if you win that game, you most likely you have not won the league, but you increase your chances of winning the league significantly because this is Man City.
Win the league if you win that.
No. That's the thing. See, you're not an Arsenal fan, and that's why oftentimes when I sit here and I'm making an argument, you guys don't understand.
But think about it,
Let me finish, bro Ali. You guys don't understand where I'm coming from because you are not in my shoes. It's easy. Wait, it's easy for you guys to say this and say this, but you are not in my shoes. You are not supporting a club that has not won the league in 22 years. You're not supporting a club that has been second 3 years in a row. You're not supporting a team that you're not supporting a team that every year when it comes to April, we just start playing bad. Regardless of the opposition, whether it's Man City or it's Burnley or it's Southampton, we just don't turn up. You are not supporting that team. And I'm telling you for a fact that even if we beat Man City, it's not a guarantee that we're going to win the league. Because guess what? We are still playing Newcastle. We are still going to play Fulham. We are still going to play West Ham. Those are boogie fixtures for us, whether it's April or not.
You know what? I have a comment on that.
What am I trying to say? But we know that the spotlight is on this game. And I want these Arsenal players to approach this game as though they are playing a game of their lives. You have the opportunity to win the league or potentially win the league for this team in 22 years. You have to release that pressure. You have to be excited about it. You have to go to the Etihad and believe that you can win. And you have to play to win. Now, this is regardless of the tactics of the manager because it looks like, obviously, recently he doesn't know what he's doing. But even as players, you have to play, put your life on the line. See, in that Carabao, listen. In the Carabao final, guys, I want you guys to listen to me.
I'm at place like.
But Ale, this is not a time to joke. I'm actually very serious.
Okay.
We are talking about the Carabao final where Cheki was juggling the ball and mocking the players. Are you guys actually going to take that? We are talking about Alan that has said, be humble, even to the manager. Are you guys going to take that? You have to go to
they
the
will
Etihad
take it.
and play like it's the
They
game
took it
of your
like-
life. Do
they
you understand
took
what I'm
it
trying
like
to say?
good girls
That's
against
what
Man
I
City,
want
the
to see
Carabao
as
final.
an Arsenal fan.
Like,
If I'm not
They
if
look
I'm
back.
seeing
If you look back, man.
if I'm seeing nothing, if I'm not seeing anything that resembles you actually playing that game,
Yeah, they ain't
like
gonna do shit,
then
bro.
it's gonna be no. You can't.
They ain't doing
So you can't say that.
Can I say?
Anyways,
why
as
I'm
an
saying
Arsenal,
that?
as an Arsenal fan,
Can I
recent,
tell you why I'm saying that?
wait, bro, Ali,
I'm a
wait.
Barcelona
As an
fan
Arsenal fan,
I've gone through
as an Arsenal fan, I am
heartbreak.
going to support my team regardless.
No more.
I've not been happy, recently, even for the longest time with the performances. But this game is extremely important, and they have to do whatever it takes
tried
to win.
see Arsenal win this game.
Now,
I've
it's
not
sad that yes, okay, we don't have our first team available. The likes of Timber, Saka, Calafiori, and the likes, Odegaard, Merino, they are not going to be available. However, we have seen teams with less quality play Man City and win. Oftentimes, it's not really about the quality. It's about the will. It's about the mentality. It's about the fight. Are you willing to put everything on the line to win the game? That's
the
what I want to
question,
see.
This guy is sounding so cute right now.
Anything short of that is a disaster. The reason why I'm saying is because this weekend is a very crucial, point
deciding
in the season.
factor.
Because if we mismanage it, me personally,
up.
I'm calling it quits on the title. Like, there's nothing anyone can say. And I would love to be proven wrong. But like I said, I'm not going to sit down here and make comment on something that has not happened yet.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can, but the players show us that fire. Ateta,
Show me
us that
Watkins.
fire. Not just by saying it, by doing your talking on the pitch. That's what I'm going
Fair
to do.
enough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think that summarizes everything. To be honest.
You guys are having a
have
good
a
time,
comment to make.
mocking us now. It's,
And-
it's cute.
No, I'm not mocking us now.
That's what we're doing.
I'm the biggest Arsenal fan that on a load that you don't know.
No, you are not. When you
you can't-
watch this again, you will see.
No. What I'm saying is like, I'm not gonna lie to you. As a Barcelona fan, bro, I have like a soft spot for Arsenal by default. Let me be honest with you. I don't hate Arsenal. I want Arsenal to
And not
win
Man
this league.
City.
Man City is
you are not
based
like
off
me.
Man City is based off like Pep, but like before Pep came to Arsenal, like I've always liked Arsenal, like genuinely from bottom of my heart. But you know what they piss me off like is like you guys switch from that 2022 football to this. I can't like that. I'm in Barcelona, but I can't. Like, there's no way I'll be able to like something like that. Even when my team was playing like that, I didn't like it because it was annoying. It was hard to watch. It was like, it's like they're making soccer feel like American football, or football feel like American football. It's like
So
that's like what it is. Like you are making
Let me give
football
my
be like
final
American, like,
comments on this topic.
so annoying.
Okay, let me give my final comment on this topic. So, what I will say is
Kill
this.
this right now.
Yeah, trust me, I'm going to wrap it up very quickly. So, final comment, at least for me. I think that Arsenal as an organization, they have a problem. And the problem is this.
Identity crisis.
No, wait. The problem is this. Every time, every game is doomsday. And genuinely, this is not banter. I swear to God. Genuinely, I understand the fans. The PTSD is real. I get it. But at the same time, I think one of the problems that Arsenal as a club has is they don't have decorum. When things are going good earlier in the season, they are all over the place, right? In the usual March, April period, they start panicking. And when they lose a game, it's doomsday. When they lose a game,
Every
it's
March,
doomsday.
April,
When they lose a game, it's doomsday. The fans are crashing out. The manager is saying things that is looking weird. Even the players, you can feel it. All of those things reflect on the pitch.
Every time.
All I'm saying is this. Personally, And I know it's convenient. My team is not fighting for anything. We don't have any expectations. It's convenient. I get. All I'm saying is this. Whatever the results on Sunday, be calm. Trust me, you will be mad. We played bad. Be calm. Because again, fans crashing out increases
You're not
pressure
talking to your
on
mic at all.
Fans crashing out increases pressure on the players. Manager crashing out, and when you can see it, even Arteta on the touchline, he's always very jittery. Somebody misses a chance, he's jumping up, he's going crazy. It affects the players. The fans crashing out affects the players. So all I'm saying is that I understand the PTSD is there. You guys have suffered. I swear to God, I get it. And my team is not even fighting for shit. I still get it. All I'm saying is be calm.
Yeah,
Let players look. Arsenal have millions of fans in the world. Guess what? Only 11 players on the pitch will decide it. So let them decide it. When the season is over, if they don't win, crash out. For now, do not pile on the pressure. Again, I understand the crash outs, but I'm telling you, it makes things worse. Even Arteta, forget his tactics. I'm telling you, it makes things... Bro, if Havertz, Gyökeres, whoever misses a chance, he's already going crazy. Relax.
I know, yeah, we good.
Anyways,
we are hitting 2 hours mark. So
yeah. So I'll just say the final word on this, and I'll just address what you guys said in 1 minute, and I'll close it. So yeah, as you guys to what Boali said about you Barcelona fan not liking the way Arsenal play stuff. Like I said before, 2022, 2023, we played one of the most amazing football. Even 2023, 2024, and we didn't win anything. What we've asked Mikel Arteta is find a way to win, right? And that's what I think he's currently doing. And that's why, even as much as I'm not happy, I can't be so mad, that, okay, as if, like I said earlier, if he wins the league with this style of play, fair enough. We've asked him to find a way to win, and he has done that. At the end of the day, no one's going to say, 10 years from now, no one's going to say, oh, they play one of the ugliest football. What they're going to say is, Arsenal won the league, right? That is one. Two, I agree with what you said, Soxin. I 100% agree with you. But it's easy for you to say as a rival fan, and that's because you don't understand the banter that Arsenal fans suffer.
I understand, bro. My team has not won shit in 13 years.
Calm down, bro.
I understand.
That's 13 years. We're talking about 22 years here.
Okay, me too.
So here's the thing. You're saying, oh, decorum. Arsenal fans should not panic regardless of the results. Stuff. If Arsenal fans don't say anything, imagine this weekend we lose to Man City. Say we lose 4-0. Think about it. That's the worst that could happen. We lose 4-0. And Arsenal fans are not crashing out. Where do you think his pressure is going to come from? It's going to come from the media? Wait, it's going to come from the media. It's going to come from rival fans that will say, well, it's not surprising. We knew they were going to bottle it. The pressure is going to be there regardless.
Yes,
so what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, yes, we shouldn't have to it as fans, but the pressure is going to be there regardless. I think at the end of the day, the onus is on the player and the coach. Find a way to zero out the pressure. Don't pay attention to it. If it means you stay away from social media, you stay closely knitted as a group and all of that. Boali, you remember I'm giving the final.
I know.
You stay closely knitted as a group. You don't pay attention to none of that. You stick to the goal, the focus, which is to win the Premier League. If you lose this weekend, okay, win the rest of your games to the end of the season. Hopefully, maybe Manchester City drops points, but at least you still secure the title. Okay, that's what Susin is calling for. That could happen, right?
Okay.
But I think the most important thing is they need to win. Okay. They need to win this weekend. Okay. They need to win this weekend. And the players have to absolutely lock in.
I want to know when we're done.
Absolutely lock in. Anyways, I think we've come to the end of this episode.
It's very long and exhausting because an Arsenal fan is in his finish over here, which is cool. But I'm going to ask a question, right? When was the last time an Aram team won a major title?
Chelsea did it.
With
Mourinho, yes, they did it with Mourinho.
What year was that?
They were winning 1-0.
What year was that? 2015. How many years from now? 11 years. cool. And
I don't think they were all the way around that year.
and they were not around because
Hazard, Costa,
Fabregas were there. Fabregas
were
Costa was
wrecking
there.
havoc.
So they were not
That's
haram in
like
my
they were
mind.
balling.
I'm telling you that there should be a sharp edge to your team, regardless of how haram you are. And that's the only reason why I put Atletico ahead of Arsenal, because you guys don't have like the attacking sharp edge. You guys can have like crazy defensive stats, but I'm telling you, the attacking sharp edge will always like tell for you, because that's why you need to win a trophy. And that's the last thing I'm gonna say tonight. I'm sorry I pushed this so hard. I would let you just close it and just
Again, I should
Yeah,
close it
already
again
closed.
when I've closed.
yeah, good.
At this point, I'm going to say you are drunk because you can't remember you
I'm actually not drunk. I'm not drunk.
some minutes
being
ago.
serious.
Anyways, like I said,
Okay, Kezi.
it depends on how you watch the game. Like, honestly, teams attack in various ways.
Fair enough.
Teams attack in various ways. Yes,
enough.
Arsenal doesn't have a sharp attack, but you cannot discredit the fact that they scored the amount of goals that they've scored.
Fair enough.
And
Fair
they are
enough.
top of the league. They were top of the league in Champions League, top of the league in the league, and in the semi-finals in the Champions League. It is what it is. You don't have to be happy about it. I don't have to be happy about it. But we can acknowledge the facts, which is okay, right? Anyways, honestly, and everyone is entitled to their opinions. After the semi-final round of fixtures, we'll come here again. We'll review our predictions, and then we'll say, we'll give our talking points, who is right and who is not. Anyways, thank you so much. This was the stretch.
That Man City Arsenal game, we might have an emergency pod depending on how the result goes.
Whichever way it is, don't go yet.
Oh, shit,
Whichever
my
way
bad,
it
I'm sorry.
is, thank you guys for sticking. If you stuck this long, thank you guys for sticking this long. What we'll
That's the
probably do
biggest.
is we'll try to break this into two, episodes so that it's not, too long. Maybe give
gotta
it an
break it.
hour, an hour each, and then yeah. So until next time, I remain your humble Osikezi, and I guess we'll see
I remember your
next
humble
time. Peace.
host, Shoxin Jr.
Both of them are they mad, actually.
You guys are too.
And I see the craze.
You guys are-
Toxic
You guys
niggas.
drunk.
I'm not drunk,
I'm
though.
very sober.
No.